Yo, 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 yo. That like button. I got trust issues. Man, what it is, that like button. The like button, man. Got a real conversation today, y'all. And the conversation probably ain't gonna go probably how the title is worded. Yeah, man. How everybody feeling today, man? Man, what it is. Fuck it do, man. On this motherfucking Saturday, sun out. You know what I mean? Nice little breeze out here. Ain't bad. We talk about child support. That we clear? Let me know if we clear, man. If we ain't clear, somebody say something. Don't be sitting over here watching and motherfucker look like a pay-per-view movie in the motherfucking like you trying to steal pay-per-view in the 90s. Yeah, I mean, the niggas just sit back and be watching. No, a good goddamn, you can't even see nothing. Yo, man, stereotypes, man. That's what we talking about today for real. Stereotypes. Yo, most stereotypes ain't true. Because what stereotypes does, it takes a small percentage of people and blow them up to look like the majority. That's what it does, y'all. That's what stereotypes do. And it's like so many people subscribe to them. So many people believe them without actually doing like real research. They just believe them. Just because it seems likely, you know? Seems likely. Let me tell y'all how this conversation came up. Man, come on, YouTube. God damn, y'all. When they gonna stop playing with my numbers, y'all? This shit's getting out of control, y'all. Shit been going on for like 2 weeks now. It's like they let us rock out for a little minute. For like a week. We'll get like a week when they giving us some visibility. And then for fucking 2-3 months, they don't send out notifications. They ain't recommended my videos and nobody knew. Like, god damn, yo, this shit is ridiculous. I'm sick of that shit. Trying to at least get 10 people on here. Shouldn't fucking take 4 minutes. YouTube, you know, some bullshit. Let me share this video to my community. Put some tags in it. Maybe that's the hold up. What everybody got going on though. I'm gonna show y'all what even brought this conversation up for real. Cause it's the reason why. It's a reason why I decided to talk about this. You know, because for the most part, hold on, let me let my screen on. How do you see? Hold on. Yeah, for the most part, you know, we've been over here fighting stereotypes for the longest time, for real. No, because there's so many of them placed on a black community. It's crazy, yo. Like, and they all negative. They go, do we have any positive stereotypes at all? Can stereotypes be positive? Let's find that out. Cause I don't. Hold on. I don't even know if we got any positive stereotypes. Let's see. Can stereotypes be positive?
While positive stereotypes
Can stereotypes be positive?
While positive stereotypes seem flattering, they can be harmful. They put pressure on individuals and can lead to prejudice. Although they might initially boost confidence, they erase individuality and set impossible standards, causing anxiety.
Oh, so they did this. They did that for the Jews. That was a Jewish answer. But yeah, so yeah, basically stereotypes can be positive. Yeah, but I don't think do black people have any positive stereotypes? It's like anything attributed or attached to black people in a stereotypical way is always negative. Like it's never nothing positive. That shit crazy. But so earlier today, I'm gonna pull it up to the computer. Show y'all what happened. Let me get this black and mild right real quick. How this conversation even came about. You know, a lot of my topics come off of like comments or conversations I'm having with people on Instagram. Like whenever we talk about something like this, it always stem back to something somebody said on Instagram that just didn't make sense. You know what I mean? Made zero sense. Like if you believe stereotypes, you would believe that black people are the most dangerous people in the world. Black people commit most of the crimes in the United States. Black women is run the welfare system. Black women is disrespectful, unruly, hard to deal with. Black men is lazy. Like it's just so many different stereotypes. Yo, and there's never nothing positive, yo. Black men don't want to work. But when you really look at the unemployment numbers in the black community, the reason why it's so high is because our incarceration numbers are high. If you was to take away, if they was to do, if they was to run data on the black unemployment rate and subtract everybody that got a record that been convicted of a felony, every black man that been convicted of a felony, I guarantee that shit balance out a little bit better than it do now. I bet you. And we already know about the prison system and how that operate. You know, how predatory that is. They even had a woman. Remember back in the day, we watched a video on that. They called her the welfare queen, right? And they portrayed this woman as a black woman. But this woman wasn't even black. She was about white as a motherfucker. But they portrayed her to the world as a black woman. Called her the welfare queen, man. So that's where that whole narrative of black women being on welfare even come from. That shit come from a fucking white woman. Don't even come from a black woman, y'all. Shit is crazy. But I'm gonna show y'all where this conversation came from, or why this even became a topic. It's a damn shame, yo. I'm about to hit YouTube again. Last time I hit them, they let me out the basement for a little bit. Might gotta do it again. Nigga, what the fuck is going on, yo? Like, why is it that? Y'all is restricting my visibility, yo. I ain't even saying nothing crazy lately. Probably, man, we can't take no chances. we can't even take no chances. You know how you'll get down for real. It is what it is, though. No matter how many people we talking to, as long as the people we talking to can spread the word to other people, the message still get distributed the same. You know? We clear, right? Like, they're not even sending notifications to the regulars. Like, shit is fucking crazy, man. Damn. Look at that. Little bite ugly ass. Alright, so let me show y'all what happened. How we got here. Alright, so somebody posted this. And this is a black man in an obvious custody dispute with his baby mother or ex-wife. I don't know who she is, Tom. I know they got a kid together. Right? Let's check this out.
My name is Alan Hall Jr.
And Mr. Hall, were you previously ordered to pay child support?
Yes.
How much was your previous amount?
It changed several times, but the last one was $1,679.
Okay. And you understand that the state is now asking for $1,840.
Yeah, I understand I'm getting charged the max, absolutely.
Okay, are you in agreement with that?
I don't have a choice.
Sir, are you currently receiving retired military benefits?
I get retired pay, that's it.
Okay. And you understand that we calculated.
TRICARE for
Okay.
retired is not free.
Okay, how much is TRICARE for if you were to enroll your child, or how much is it now?
I don't know, because when I tried to call, they didn't let me do it because he was already being covered. So I don't know what the cost will be, but it will be a cost.
Okay. Do you know if that cost is reasonable?
Of course, it's not reasonable, but I don't have a choice. I have to pay it.
Do you have, I know you said you don't know, but is it like $1,000, $100? Do you have any indication of how much that insurance is?
I think all total, I think it's like $500 a month.
For just the child or for both of you?
For the plan, yeah.
Okay, for both of you?
Yes.
Okay, so let's say $250 for the child.
Yes.
Okay. Sir, besides TRICARE, it's my understanding that you are also working. Is that correct?
I just got a job, but I was unemployed for 3 months.
Okay,
And you charged me twice in one of those months, and I wasn't getting
in what?
paid. You charged me twice.
I charged you twice?
The court, the state, whoever, they charged me twice in August.
Okay. And you understand you can contact the Office of the Attorney General if you want to dispute any charge.
I did that.
Look how rude and defensive this lawyer is by the father, simply stating that he got charged twice, which should raise major red flags, then showing him just a little bit of sympathy. This man has basically earned his retired military benefits by serving our country, and now you guys are just taking it from him. And notice how the mother continues.
Now, he's one of them anti-black women guys, right? So in the comments, I say, keep in mind, fellas, this is all women problem, not just black women. Which gives me a response from a white guy that says it's mainly black women. Been doing it for a long time. I put more blame on the men, though. Stop having kids with them. We already know most of them want money. Be more responsible with your seed and stop falling for the same trap. Problem solved. So, of course, me in the comments, I say, yo, no, it's not black women. Our situation with our women just have been exploited. Just like every situation. Like, black people are the most exploited race of people in the fucking world, man. You feel me? The American black. Like, they exploit every fabric of our fucking being. And they don't do that with everybody. So the visual of it, because most people believe this, and this is it's the furthest thing. Most people believe that child support is a black woman, black man issue. And I'm gonna keep it real. I used to believe it too. Until I moved and worked at a majority white company. You understand? And I hear some of the stories that white men go through. Like I told y'all this before. I was working with a guy. This guy's a registered fucking nurse. He was working at all these warehouses with me. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? He like, yeah, I gotta go to my job. I said, yeah, I'm a nurse. Like, are you a nurse and you working at a warehouse? Like, how the fuck does that even make sense? You know, nurses get real good money. And he proceeds to tell me about child support and how dirty and ruthless they is and how they treating them. And it gave me a different perspective on the situation. Like, damn, so it ain't just black women. You know, all men go through this shit with child support. But more white men or white women is putting white men on child support more. You know why? Because their marriage numbers is higher. And whenever you have some type of divorce, most of the time they're going to have some type of custody hearing that goes along with it. So there's going to be some type of support, spousal support or child support, right? But you wouldn't know that based off of the visual of everything. So I send them this. Non-Hispanic white custodial parents are more likely to have an active child support agreement. 57% compared to black custodial parents. So I told him, yo, stop falling for the stereotypes, man. Stop falling to the stereotypes. So it says, shit. The differences are primarily driven by psychoeconomic disparities, marital status at the time of birth, and varying rates of poverty within specific communities. For instance, never married parents face more hurdles in establishing paternity and obtaining formal child support orders, right? And yo, we got a lot of this going on, yo. Like, it's saying like, yo, they attach black people to everything negative in society. Everything. Like, yo, if you was to really believe stereotypes, yo, you would. Now I see why we got so much self-hate in our community. You know, we got so much disdain toward each other because, you know, we believe damn near every stereotypical thing that's being said about us. Just based off of what we see on social media and what we see in our neighborhoods. Yo, but the world is way bigger than that. Yo, there's way more black men that's working than not. There's way more black men that hasn't been to prison, than not. There's way more black women that's respectful than not. You feel me? But nobody pays attention to none of that, yo. Because it's easier to run with the narrative. It's easier to run with the stereotypes because it's in your face. It don't take no work. It don't take no effort. It takes zero effort to run with a stereotype. And my goal on YouTube is to fight against them bitches, y'all, because they dangerous. They hazardous. Doesn't benefit us in any way. All it does is hurt us. You got people like Charleston White. All he does is put stereotypes on black people. And you got black people in agreement with him. And that nigga don't be knowing, damn near never know what he's talking about. So let's check this out.
I still wish to do that today.
Yes, that is correct.
All right, Mr. Summerfeld, are you prepared to go forward with that today?
Yes, I just have a question on has Barnett Hodges, has that been removed from the docket today?
No, we just took things out of order a little bit. That'll be the next case that I call. I've got that and the Ruiz matter still pending today.
All right. Yeah, the department is ready. I'd like to call Ann Sullivan, please.
Before he calls the witness, I just want to explain to Tessa, we discussed this is not the trial, but this is a probable cause hearing. So just in case you thought
This not a
what
custody
happened,
battle.
but okay, she understands. Very good. Thank you.
All right.
It's custody.
Ms.
court.
Sullivan, I'd like to swear you in. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, go ahead and put your hand down. Mr. Sommerfeld, you're a witness.
Thank you. Ms. Sullivan, can you state your name, please, and spell your last name?
Ann Sullivan, Sullivan.
And how are you employed?
I am a CPS investigator with Otsego County Department of Health and Human Services.
And did you have an
This is a white family. The issue at hand is a child missing 2 years of school. 2 years. See, but this type of stuff is never plastered all over social media. It's a lot of this going on in every community. But most people would think that, only black families or black mothers, single mothers is going through shit like this. But it's not, yo. It's not.
investigation with the children, Kai and Layla Patton?
I did.
And who is the mother of Layla?
Tessa Patsy.
And so, but she's not the mother of Kai.
Correct.
All right. And is she present here today? Do you recognize her?
She is.
Okay. Tell us, there was something that happened in Otsego County that you investigated, and that incident affected respondent mother. Can you first tell us about what you were investigating in Otsego County regarding the children and the father, Ricky Patton?
Yes. On November 14th of 2025, I had received a complaint regarding a physical injury against Layla.
Abuse.
The perpetrator was identified as her father, Ricky Patton. I made face-to-face and interviewed the children. Subsequently, on November 17th, that was on a Friday, that following Monday, I did file a petition to remove the children from Ricky's care. At that time, we did look at placement with Tessa. However, per DHS policy, placement needed to be approved by the local director before placement could be made with her. It was determined on or about November 20th that placement was not approved by local director, so therefore a petition had to be filed against Tessa removing Layla from her care in order to afford her her rights as a parent that we were not placing with.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit more? You just said it was an incident with the father involving one of the children. Can you be a little more specific and why that turned out to be a removal of the children?
Yes, it would have been the hours of the early morning on November 14th. Ricky had assaulted Layla. Police were at the home due to previous events in the evening. The children were in the basement. And when I say the children, I'm referring to Layla, her brother Kai, and then another child that resides in the home, Cameron. All three children reported that Layla and Ricky had a verbal altercation, and then Ricky had slammed Layla onto the floor a couple of times, and he had put his left forearm to Cameron, ran upstairs and alerted police, and subsequently Ricky was arrested for that
Deborah?
that incident.
We talking about stereotypes. So, for people that just came in, YouTube take forever. We talking about stereotypes. Most people believe that child support is a black man issue. A lot of people believe that. And I just showed the video of one of the guys, you know, he like one of them, I don't know if it's red pill or blue pill, whatever pill it is. But all he makes is videos about black people dysfunction. And he's black himself, or at least he looks like it. So when he posted this video, I commented, you know, because I like to add, you know, perspective to the situation. Because when you just put something out like this, it feeds into stereotypes. Y'all know how I feel about stereotypes. I don't believe most stereotypes are true. You know, some of them are true. But it seems like when it comes down to black people, it ain't nothing but negativity. Like, we don't have any positive stereotypes. So one of the stereotypes that's being ran around or has been used for decades is that black women take black men to child support at higher rates. And that's not true. And I showed people the numbers that is not true. So right now we're just watching some dysfunction that goes on in, you know, in other people's community, and, you know, because it's just human. Like certain things, it's like black on black crime. Like crime shouldn't have never gave, like we give regular human issues a race, and we attach it to a race when it's not attached to a race at all. It's just human issues. Men and women have issues in a household. Men and women have issues when they break up and it comes time to where the kids going to spend most of their time at. But for some reason, we want to attach everything to black people. Welfare is attached to black people. Violence is attached to black people. Child support attached to black people. And it's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, goddamn. And these would be the same people that do this and say that black people don't take accountability. And this is why I always say, oh shit, I think we overly take accountability, because a lot of the negative stereotypes that's attributed to black people don't even belong on us. Like, most people believe that black men or black people commit most of the violent crime in America. Like, most. Like, how the fuck is that even possible? Most of the violent crime? Yeah, we commit 50-something% of the murders in this country. But violent crime extends beyond just murder. You know, rape is a violent crime. Assault is a violent crime. And our numbers, when it comes out of those type of charges, violence is a violent crime. But our numbers is nowhere near in the top when it comes down to that type of shit. So right now we're dealing with a woman right here. And I guess the father was abusing the kids, or I don't know, we trying to figure out what's going on, but I know early in the video they talked about the kids missing 2 years of school.
Okay, and so since it resulted in a
Exactly.
removal petition, we had to look at placement of mom with Tessa, but she lived somewhere else and she was not at that incident.
Correct. She resides in Genesee County.
Okay, and the petition alleges that there was significant CPS history, and I heard you explain that we needed a special approval per department policy to place with mom. Was the significant CPS history, was that a factor that was presented to the director for a decision based on placement?
Yes, it was.
And so can you tell us what are some of the specifics, and tell me, I could be speaking out of turn here, but was this history, is it still in a state of being unresolved, or would have been a barrier to getting the children, having the child stay with her?
So essentially, Layla was removed from Tessa's care in 2011 due to substance use.
Substance
And then
use.
she was also at that
So
time.
we got abuse on children. We got substance abuse in the adults. Like, yo, but this is all things that for some reason we get all the negative press behind. Yeah, but this is things that go on in any family. Any family. So I'm not picking on white people. I'm just using this as an example because I think sometimes it needs to be made. I'm tired of our situations being the example. We can make examples out of everything, yo, because we all go through the same shit.
That Layla was removed. She was charged criminally with charges. As recently as 2024, I believe it was July of 2024, there was a CPS investigation which resulted in an ongoing case. There was a substantiation and was involved in that investigation and ongoing case. And Tessa had tested positive from as recently as January of 2025. And then during that ongoing case, ultimately they did close that case because Tessa was refusing drug screens. She had blocked the worker's number and was
Damn.
refusing to participate in services that were being offered to her during that ongoing case.
God damn it, Tessa.
Okay, and then your petition talks about when Tessa was placed with her mom, she was out of school for a significant amount of time. Can you tell us about that?
Yes. As of right now, Layla is enrolled in school as a freshman. She should be at a junior level. It was reported by Layla as well
Damn,
as
she
the
too-
previous CPS worker.
She failed 2 years. Fuck around with this mother. 2 fucking years, man. God damn, short. You need to tighten up, short.
Genesee County that Layla had not attended school and was not enrolled in an online program for approximately 2 school years.
Damn.
Okay, and the father of Layla, Ricky Patton, he was granted custody of Layla in 2025, June of 2025.
Yes, he had filed a motion with the court requesting custody of Layla. About the time, it was just after the ongoing CPS case had closed. He was granted full custody of Layla.
All right. And so did she awarded parenting time of Layla?
She was awarded parenting time visits every other weekend.
Okay. Did she take advantage of that? Did she have parenting time?
She had her first parenting time at the time that the court granted the custody to Ricky. She kept her that weekend, and then Layla went to Ricky's care. And then it was reported that she did not exercise parenting time until it was either late October or early November of 2025. So she had gone approximately 3 or 4 months without exercising that parenting time.
Okay. And that's we're talking about June to October or November of 2025.
Correct. Well, sure. Her last parenting time was, I believe it was the first weekend of July. So it would have been from July until October or November. Correct.
All right. And did she express, well, first of all, how old is Layla?
Layla is 16.
And did she express one way or the other
16 in 9th grade.
About going to live with her mother?
She did. Layla expressed to me that living with her mother was very traumatic for her. She was often left alone and caring for her twin siblings, who I
Dang.
believe are 9. She reported that if she were to be placed with her mother, she would run away.
Damn.
Okay, and based upon all of that information, the director decided that placement would not be appropriate at this time.
Correct.
And so then the department had to file an amended petition, also making mom a respondent?
Yes.
Okay, and so at this time, the department takes the position that mom, respondent mother here, her home is unfit due to neglect or unmet needs that would make, put the child at a risk of harm.
Correct.
Okay, and then your petition also alleges that, in addition to the child expressing the desire to run away if placed with mom, that she suffered significant trauma. Do you think that there could be a substantial risk of mental harm to the child if she were to be placed with Tessa at this time?
Based on what Layla has expressed to me, she wouldn't go into a lot of detail about the trauma, but I would agree with that statement. Yes.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn, Tess, what the fuck? She must got a drinking problem or something.
All right, thank you, Judge. I have nothing further.
Probably smoke crack.
All right, Mr. Mr. Delaney, do you have cross-examination questions?
Yes, with respect to the father, Is it true that he's entered a guilty plea to some type of assault involving Layla?
Damn.
I am not familiar
They
with
both
where
fucked
he's
up.
at in his criminal case, so I don't know the answer to that.
All right. Is he at the county jail, the Otsego County Jail at this time?
He is.
Okay, on these pending charges?
Correct.
Okay. The assault or the alleged assault by Ricky Patton on his daughter Layla,
It's like they ready to lose their kids to the system. Ain't neither one of them fit. The father whipping her ass, the mother is neglecting them. Stereotypes of how you thinking this is something that goes on in the black community.
you became aware of that on or about November 14th of 2025, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Prior to that time, everything that you testified to regarding the mother, the department already had knowledge of, is that correct?
That is correct.
However,
I can't complain with it,
none of
dude.
those allegations that were known to the department about Tessa before the incident involving Ricky Patton, before November 14th, didn't warrant the department filing a petition at that time. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
Basically showing people that stereotypes isn't real and that black people aren't the only ones that go through child support and have custodial hearings, and because that's the narrative that gets presented. We get all the negative press. It's all we get. Nothing positive.
If it didn't warrant a petition before November 14th, why does it warrant a petition now?
Essentially, because the department did file the petition against Ricky following that incident and removed from Ricky's care, and Ricky had full custody of Layla at that time. So essentially with that removal occurring, we had to assess placement with Tessa per DHS policy.
Has anyone at the department inspected the home of Tessa on or after November 14th?
Yes, Genesee County DHS worker went to the home.
Okay. Do you know when that was?
I don't remember the exact date off the top of my head, but it was right. It might have been on November 17th because as soon as I filed that petition removing Layla from Ricky's care, we started the process in considering placement with Tessa. So it might have been on the 17th. It was in between the 17th and the 20th. I can tell you that.
Did the Genesee worker find that the home, based on the after November 14th inspection, was unfit for Layla?
They reported that the home was clean and appropriate,
I want to
and
hear
that
from the mother.
Tessa was residing with was at that time residing with her mother, and that the home itself was
Sorry.
appropriate placement.
I want to hear what Tessa got to say. Do she speak?
With respect to the father, it's probably going to be some time before the department even considers returning Layla to his care.
Essentially, based on the last hearing, Layla might not return to his care.
Okay.
They ready to lose their kids to the system.
So the department would have to consider placing the child with the mother, but at least at the moment, the home is appropriate of the mother.
The home is, yes.
But the girl don't want to go there.
The criminal
Says she's going to
and
run away.
substance abuse charges go back all the way to 2011. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so that's 15 years ago?
Yes.
All right, no further questions, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Any follow-up, Mr. Sommerfeld?
I don't, I'd like to see if Ms. Hansel has any question.
We'll go there next. Ms. Hansel, any questions as the guardian ad litem?
Yes. To the best of your knowledge, is Tessa, the mother, is she receiving any services right now for drugs? Or is she in any type of a program that would assist her with addiction?
To my knowledge, not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Well, our visit's taking place right now between, Tessa and Layla.
I did speak to the foster care worker prior to this hearing, and she did confirm that Tessa is participating in weekly supervised parenting time.
Okay. And how has that been going?
She did not report any concerns at this time regarding visits.
Okay.
They've been appropriate.
All right. So if I understand correctly, it's not the condition of the home that concerns you. It is the unaddressed addiction issues with the mother that are concerning to you. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And so you are seeking a plea from the mother, and so that she may engage in, so that it can be ordered, that she engage in services that would be crucial for having Layla return to her. Is that right?
Yeah, we would ask that she participate in services prior to having Layla placed in her care.
Okay. Do you have any reason to believe at all that at this point in time that the mother Tessa has ceased use of or other illegal drugs?
From my understanding, my conversations with Layla, Layla has expressed that she does believe that her mother is not using substances right now. However, Layla has expressed to me that with Tessa living with Layla's grandmother, that has helped that situation.
Mhm.
And Layla has expressed that essentially the way she worded it is things are good now, but she doesn't know how long things are going to be good.
Okay.
If
So,
that makes sense.
okay. So this living with the grandmother is not a permanent solution. That's not something that the grandmother and Tessa are saying is permanent, that will continue throughout the duration of raising these children. Is that right?
I have not had that conversation with either one of them, so I don't know if it's temporary or permanent at this time.
Okay. Where are the younger, the twins?
The twins did remain with Tessa.
Okay. Okay. And to the best of your knowledge, is there any type of an open case right now in the county involving Tessa?
So the foster care worker here has been working with Genesee County to have a worker assigned to Tessa down there.
Okay.
There's not an actual, there's the open foster care case, but there's not an open CPS case, if that makes sense.
Okay. So the open foster care case, are the twins considered, are they in foster care, or are they under any type of guardianship with the grandmother? Is her presence required to keep that?
So the twins are not part of the petition at all. So
Right.
they're not in foster care.
Okay.
So essentially, they could receive services through the foster care case if the court takes jurisdiction of Tessa over Tessa. And Tessa's portion of this, I should say, over.
Ethical morals, and has subjected the child to a substantial risk of harm. And that has stayed out of your life. But the custodial parent has not a case of policy, but a
One way or the other at the level of probable cause here, and I would ask the court to authorize the petition as it relates to respondent mother. Thank you.
Mr. Delaney.
This case is not a case of policy, but a question of law. If you look at the petition in this case, the second page, number 4, there are only 2 boxes that are checked. And I certainly have had cases where a father who is not the custodial parent has never seen a child since it was born, and the child is 5 years old, but the mother gets involved in some activity, let's just say drug use. And the father takes the position that, look, I'm in California. I know I haven't seen this kid in 5 years, but I've never abused this child. Why am I being brought into this? That would trigger one of those boxes in that case. And I've had cases that have been like that. And so it's proper care and custody. True, you haven't impacted this child, and DHS has stayed out of your life. But now that the mother has an issue, who's the custodial parent, that they're now looking at you. But those aren't the facts here. Prior to November 14th,
both the parents fucked up. The father abused the child, and she ain't never home. Fucking child missed 2 years out of school.
Mother was not petition worthy at all. And now the mother is petition worthy, and they're general allegations. Let's look at the first box that's checked. The parent or other parent legally responsible for the care and maintenance of the child has neglected or refused to provide proper care and custody. That's not the case here. And it continues medical, surgical, morals, and has subjected the child to a substantial risk of harm. And that's as of November 14th of 2025. We can't have petitions that cover an entire person's lifetime and say 15 years ago, 16 years ago, a month ago, 2 months ago. It's very speculative, even at a probable cause hearing. The second box that's checked is that the home or environment, and the court knows the list, neglect, cruelty, drunkenness, is an unfit place for the children to be.
I believe that those allegations fit the requirements of the allegations made in the amended petition, which include the parent or other person legally responsible for care and maintenance, when able to do so, neglects or refuses proper or necessary educational or other care necessary for the child's health or morals, or subjects the child to a substantial risk of harm to her mental well-being, and also that the home or the environment, by reason of neglect, is an unfit place for the child to live. The testimony in this case indicates that there was an unfit home environment, and I differentiate between the physical findings of the home being fit and the care and necessary for a child within the home being fit. There was within the home for a long period of time. 2011 when it began, that was ongoing as of 2024 and into 2025. So there was a long and difficult substance abuse history there, charges and ongoing CPS cases for lengthy periods of time, which lead the court to believe that that would be an unfit place for the child to live in. There was also allegations of unfit home environment due to educational neglect. The child actually missing 2 full school years. She should have been a junior in school and now is a freshman in school. And so there would be educational neglect, which would be make the home an unfit place for the child to live, and also not provide proper necessary educational care and lead to a substantial risk of harm for mental well-being. And finally, there was the trauma that Layla indicated to the Department of Health and Human Services that she had while living with mom, indicating that there was a substantial risk of harm to her mental well-being, and that the home environment due to neglect was an unfit place for the child to live in, indicating from directly from the child. So for all of those reasons, I do believe that there's proper probable cause. Mr. Delaney has argued that the mother was not petition worthy and that therefore there's no factual basis for the court to order that in this case. I would simply note that I disagree with that assessment. The fact that there was no petition doesn't mean that the facts didn't rise to the level of meriting a petition. And it was done once the child was removed from the father, and then it was assessed. So I better late than never, quite frankly. But again, the fact that they didn't do it doesn't remove the facts that I've indicated on the record, dealing with use, the failure to put in school, and the trauma to the child. And so for all those reasons, I do find that there was proper probable cause for the petition, and I will authorize the petition at this time based on that finding.
So the child stand with the father. That's what the fuck happened with that shit. Oh, we gotta watch this. All right, we gotta change gears. I forgot about that. God damn it. I forgot about that. I wanted to watch that. So remember yesterday, y'all. Remember yesterday we covered the gas station owner shooting at a 14-year-old. We covered that yesterday. So I said we was gonna get back to it this weekend, and I damn near forgot. But the son, who also chased the 14-year-old, got on the stand and testified yesterday. And we gotta check that out.
If there's anything in his pocket, and he says no, my mom, she also asked him, and then I see he turns to both of us and he tries to show there's nothing in his pocket, but he keeps his hands in the pocket and still like trying to hide something. And
Trying to
so
hide
after that,
something.
he turns around, he grabs his backpack, and
Look, yo, why his hand in his pocket means he's trying to hide something. Yo, this is all about stereotypes. That's why we gotta fight stereotypes. So this is basically almost similar to the same type of situation. This is stereotypes. They stereotype that boy, man. Prejudged them. Listen to what he said again. He showed them that he didn't have nothing, but he had his hand in his pocket. So they thought he was trying to hide something. Listen to him.
Tell me about your parents in a business. Did they own a business?
Yes, sir.
What business did they own?
A gas station.
Do you know where it was located?
7441 Park Lane Road.
What type of, just a convenience store? Was it just gas? Did it have other stuff? What did the store have?
It was a gas station and convenience store.
And what about you? Did you work there?
I came in on the weekends and during school breaks.
Okay. And you work for your family?
Yes, sir.
Did you get paid?
No.
We'll discuss that later. But you did not get paid working for your family, it sounds like. We'll
Yes.
talk to Alex and Rick about that at a later point in time. Now I want to take it to a more serious event. I want to talk about what we're here for. Okay?
Yes,
Remember
sir.
the date?
Uh,
You remember what had happened?
yes, sir.
So I'm not going to interrupt you. I want you to tell the jury what happened that day. From your point of view, can you tell them what happened?
Okay. So I watched a young man come in to the store, and I was stocking things onto the shelf, and so I went to the register, and I hear my mom ask him to leave his backpack at the front of the store, and so he does, and he starts to go around the store, and then I see he goes to the water cooler, and that's when I think he pockets a water, and so he comes to the front, starts coming to the front, and I ask him if there's anything in his pocket, and he says no. My mom, she also asked him, and then I see he turns to both of us, and he tries to show there's nothing in his pocket, but he keeps his hands in the pocket and still like trying to hide something. And so after that, he turns around, he grabs his backpack and walks out the door. And while he's going out the door, and both hands are out of the pocket now, I see something heavy just droop down in his hoodie pocket.
Come on now. Come on now. Here we go. There they go, trying to make him the fucking... Yo, so now he's trying to allude to, well, I thought he stole something based off of, they said he supposed to have a gun. And I don't even know if he had a gun or not. Because some details in this story that don't really add up.
And so that's when I come around the counter and I call out to him, hey, and he doesn't turn around, he just keeps going. And so I walk to the door, I walk out the door, and I see he turns the corner of the store. And so I walk over to the corner, and then I hear my dad come up behind me, and he calls out hey to him, and he turns around and immediately comes back around and starts to sprint away. And that's when I start to run. And before he leaves the parking lot, I see he throws something out to the right, and so I slow down. I slow down for like a second, and I glance back, and I don't see what he threw. I only see trash and litter. So I immediately turn back around and continue following him. And so I see he crosses the street, and I go to cross the street, and then I see he trips and falls flat on the grass. And so I was running full speed, so I end up catching up to him. And when I catch up to him, I see something is in his hand. I'm not sure what it is yet. But as he starts to get up, I see that it's a gun, and he points it at me. So I immediately put my hands up. I start to back away from him quickly, and then I yell, "He has a gun!" And then I turn to my dad, who's coming up behind us, and I yell at him again, "He has a gun!" And I'm still backing up, and I watch my dad, and I watch him yell, "Drop it, drop it!" And he yells no, and then pulls his gun and fires one shot. And so
So come on now, yo. That still don't even make sense. So Shorty already had his gun out. Now at this point, his attention, based off the son's story, Shorty has his gun out on the son. The father, he screams, he got a gun. Right? Turns to his father. He got a gun. His father was able to pull his gun out. Mind you, Shorty, at this point, the 14-year-old kid is staring at the father. So he sat there and watched the father pull his gun out and shoot him, and he didn't shoot back. He didn't shoot first. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. That ain't happen like that. These motherfuckers lying. They need to charge his ass with perjury. That still don't even add up. Who gonna have a gun out and watch a nigga pull out a gun and shoot him without shooting at all?
After the shot, I turn and I look at him, and I see he takes 1 or 2 steps, drops his gun in front of him, and then ducks to the ground and stays on the ground. And so I start to go to him slowly, and I see my dad coming on to my left side. And when we get to him, my dad, he picks up young man's gun and he tosses it to the side, further away.
He picked up the gun, which means his fingerprints is probably on that gun. Yo, I'm telling you, I think that might have been his gun, man. For real. I think they both had firearms on them. And that might have been his fucking gun. I don't think Shorty had no gun on him, man.
And then I checked to see if he got hit by the shot, because I thought my dad actually missed. And so I check it and I see there's
Because why would you pick up the gun? You're not gonna pick it, you're gonna kick it. You're not gonna pick up the gun. You're gonna kick the gun. Cause you don't want your fingerprints on it. That makes sense, right? Ain't that what people normally do? Ain't like you picking it up to take it. If you're gonna move, you're just gonna move the gun. You're gonna kick the gun away from the person. You don't want your fingerprints on that gun. Cause that'll ruin your so-called self-defense claim. Cause now it's a question as to who gun it really was. I know in that situation, I wouldn't pick up the gun. I would kick the bitch.
In the hoodie, and then I pull up his.
And I don't mean like soccer kick it. I just mean like move it out my way.
On the back right, on his back right side.
What's up, butter?
His back, and then my dad immediately grabs his hoodie and applies pressure to the wound, and then starts to call the police. And then I look back down at him, and he's unresponsive. So we flip him over onto his back, and my dad immediately starts chest compressions, and he yells to me to call 911. And so I start to dial 911, and I see 3 women coming down from the parking lot, and I continue to talk to 911, and I see one of the ladies, she's hurrying over, and she's taking her hoodie off, and she says she's a EMT, and she says she's going to tie a tourniquet, and she comes over and takes over CPR. And so I see my dad and her working together, and then I continue to talk to 911, and then I start to hear the sirens coming closer, and I go out to check, to watch to see if the first responders come to us or return into the parking lot of the gas station, and they end up turning into the gas station. So I go and run to the parking lot, I point all the first responders to the scene, and after most of them made it there, I make my way back to the scene, and I wait to talk to the police.
Did you talk to the police?
Yes, sir.
Did you tell them what you just told us, Stuart?
Yes, sir.
I want to go backwards through your story and talk about it a little bit and get some details, if that's okay.
Yes, sir.
It has been suggested that you didn't tell anyone you saw a gun pointed at your father, or pointed at you, I'm sorry, not your father, a gun pointed at you. Did you tell anyone on scene that a gun was pointed at you?
I did not say the exact words it was pointed at me.
What did you say?
I said that he had pulled a gun on me.
And you called 911?
Yes, sir.
Talk to officers.
Yes, sir.
After the young man was shot, did you and your father have time to huddle up, sit down, and talk about anything that happened?
No, sir.
You called, and who told you to call 911?
My dad.
Immediately.
Yes, sir.
And the 911 call, that was the first time you had mentioned about the gun? Is that what you remember?
Yes, sir.
At this point in time, I'd like to play Mr. Chow's 911 tape for a claim of application. Yes, 911, please.
So yo, this is why stereotypes and fighting back against stereotypes is so important. That's why I always say stereotypes is what justifies mistreatment. This is a prime example. This is a prime example. At least in their mind, they ain't think they did nothing wrong. Whole time Shorty ain't still a goddamn thing. Chased him down for nothing. Just because the stereotypes of black youth in America and what they supposed to represent. That's why we gotta do a better job protecting our image, man. For real. People think it's a game, yo. It's not a game. It ends up in this type of situation where you got a 14-year-old killed for nothing. You know, the first thing people say is, I mean, it ain't got nothing to do with me. You got people like Charles White, you know, raise your kids right. Yeah, but I can raise my kids right, and they can still succumb to this. You understand what I'm saying? Just based off the image and the negative press that black teens get. They can still succumb to this. Yo, we got to fight this first, as well as raise our kids right. Raising our kids right is just as important as fighting against negative stereotypes. Because you can't have one without the other. They gotta be moving on the same accord. We gotta be raising our kids right, and we have to fight against negative stereotypes, because no matter how well we raise our kids, if we still have negative stereotypes, our kids can still succumb to this level, this type of treatment. What's up, kid? Appreciate it, kid.
And you've listened to the 911 call, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you'll be able to recognize your voice on the 911 call?
Yes, sir.
You don't believe the 911 call has been altered or anything of that nature?
No, sir.
Now, at this point in time, we would enter Mr. Child's 911 call, any child 911 call, and I think this would be the room.
Yes. Without objection, that's two.
Can we play the 911 call, please? And this call, and have to pause.
My biggest business mistake, 10 apps to run my team. Now it's just Connect Team. Everything's in one place. It features live schedule.
May 28, 2023, 20:06 and 25 seconds.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you on the call.
I need to just back down on Springfield Road.
Andy, that person's voice, is that your voice on the 911 call?
Yes, sir.
And this is the call you were just testifying about?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you go ahead and play?
Okay, what's your name? You heard gunfire? How many shots here within one?
There's a voice in the background yelling, call 911. Whose voice is that you hear?
That is my dad's.
Just one.
Okay, what was shot? Talk to me, hello?
He's,
Sir,
we,
what was shot?
get right here.
Are you with the person?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are you with you?
He had a weapon.
Look, first thing he said, he had a weapon. Yo, you ain't even described the situation yet. You didn't even explain what happened. That's the first word that he get out clearly is he had a weapon. Come on now, man.
And the person you're with, who shot him?
My dad.
Your dad
Did I hear that correctly, that you said he had a weapon and my dad shot him?
Yes, sir.
And that's you to the 911 call?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Just wait.
We need an ambulance back.
Are you at the Shell gas station?
Yes, ma'am. Really, like a couple, like feet away.
Okay, don't hang up. Whatever you do, do not hang up with me, okay?
And you're still on the phone with 911 at this time?
Yes, sir.
And there's other conversations, other people calling 911, and your father saying call 911. All of this is happening, but you're still on the phone.
Yes, sir.
And this is not giving you an opportunity to talk to your father. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so your dad shot him? What's your name?
Andy Jones.
Not even saying nothing.
Okay, pause, please. And this is, you're still on the phone with 911. You have not hung up the phone.
You ain't said
Oh,
nothing.
yes, sir.
And no one is telling you what to say.
Yes, sir.
Not during this time. No one is telling you what to say or what
He
to
ain't
do.
said a goddamn thing. What the fuck? Only thing he said to this point, only thing he said is he had a gun. He ain't say he pulled a gun on me. He ain't detailed none of the incident. It's just he had a gun.
Where's the person that has the gun? Where's your father?
He's trying to,
Your father's trying to help?
What did you just say to the 911 operator?
That my dad was trying to help.
And this is while you're on the phone with 911 while everything is happening.
Yes, sir.
No one has told you what to say.
No, sir.
It sounds like he don't know what to say. That's what it sounds like. Because he ain't said nothing yet. He haven't said nothing substantial other than he had a gun.
Okay, that is the 911 operator asking a very direct question. Is that fair?
Yes, sir.
You're still watching everything that's happening.
Yes, sir.
he related doing something, I think, I'm not sure, because we're over here. But, and then we're taking him.
Your father works at the gas station?
And he pulled out a gun, so that's when my dad pulled his off.
What did you say right there?
So I say that he had pulled a pistol on us.
No.
And then I say he pulled a gun on us, and that's when my dad pulled his.
Okay, so you say two different statements going over here.
Oh, let's see what the fuck he said. Because I ain't hear that part. Shit was kind of blurred.
Okay, that is the 911 operator asking a very direct question. Is that fair?
Yes, sir.
You're still watching everything that's happening.
Yes, sir.
You're right, kid. We might do need to interpret. His mother could be telling him what the fuck to say in whatever language they speak. Because we don't even know what the fuck she's saying. She ain't said nothing in English yet.
He related doing something, I think, I'm not sure, because we're over here. But, and then we're taking him.
Your father works at the gas station?
And he pulled out a gun, so that's when my dad pulled his off.
Yeah, see, you can't hear him say that.
So I say that he had pulled a pistol on us.
No, yo, you can't hear him say that. Know what that would be called? Audible. That would be called audible noise. Because you can't make out nothing that he said before he pulled out a gun and my dad pulled out his.
You're still watching everything that's happening.
Yes, sir.
So he related really something, I think, I'm not sure, because we're over here. But, and then we're taking him.
Is the father work for the gas station?
And he pulled out a gun, so that's when my dad pulled his.
Yeah. You can't hear him say nothing else outside that. The caption can't even pick it up.
I say that you pulled a pistol on us, and then I say he pulled a gun on us, and that's when my dad pulled his.
Okay, so you say two different statements going over. You say he pulled a pistol on us, and he pulled a gun on us.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Michael? JB. Hard Mo.
Shot. A-N-D-Y.
There's another last question.
All right.
Anything on the PPR?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so give it back.
All right, thank you.
So what we just heard was you calling 911.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And again, who did you say told you to call 911?
My dad.
And it was immediately afterwards.
Yes, sir.
And we heard your dad on the.
Yo, this story don't even make sense because he shot him in the back. He shot him in the back. So I forgot about that part. So his story of Shorty stood up, had a gun. He put his hands up, screamed he had a gun, tells his father he had a gun. The father tells him put the gun down. The little boy say no. The father shoots that story don't even make sense. Because he got shot in the back. Yo, he's man, they need to charge his ass for lying. He's blatantly lying, man. I don't think he had no gun either, but I think that was his gun, man. That was one of their guns. That was one of their guns. That's why he had to mention that the father picked up the gun and moved it. Because their fingerprints probably on that bitch. Because why would he run like that with a gun on? Sure, he was running for his life, man. He'd have been turned around and bust one of them niggas if he had a gun on him like that.
Yes, sir.
After you got off the 911 call, what happened next?
Fuck round B.
I can't remember if I was already at the parking lot, but I made it to the parking lot. I point the first responders down, and then I made my way back to the scene. And
They probably not registered. They probably got unregistered gun.
It wasn't that long after the 911 call, or was it?
They trying to shoot somebody and get away with it.
So you remember?
I don't remember.
During that time while you were waiting for law enforcement, did you and your father have time to talk, plan a story, or anything of that nature?
No, sir.
And then an officer talked to you. Remember the first officer who talked to you?
Yes.
Do you remember his name by any chance?
Officer English?
Officer English, you think that was the first one to talk to you?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, play it.
I want to hear the prosecution, what the defense say.
Who is that in the video?
That is me.
Okay, and this is the conversation you were talking about that you were having with the officer?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, play it.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He wouldn't even, yo, the way he was running, he wouldn't even better run like that with no gun in his pocket, holding up his pants. He wouldn't even better run like that.
So I was at the register and watching because I think my mom said before. arm's length. I was close enough to be able to touch him, but I didn't. He walked away from me. Well, I caught up to him there. Right. I mean, he kept going. He tripped there. That's when I caught up to him again. And then we were about like, those like 2 pipes. Yeah. I was like right on top. And that's when I put it again. It was right there. Next to that second tree. Where the other 2 people.
Now he right on top of him. He right on top of him now. That's not what he said at first. He said Shorty turned around and pointed the gun at him. Now he's right on top of him and he pulled the gun. It's already inconsistency in the story.
So you're telling the officer what happened at this point in time?
Yes, sir.
And you had mentioned pulling out a firearm right then and there.
Yes, sir.
And you did the little finger gesture.
Yes, sir.
Why did you continue telling this officer what had happened on that scene?
He walked away from me.
And he walked away as you were telling him what happened.
Yes, sir.
And then you ended up talking to another officer.
Yes, sir.
Were you able to tell that other officer fully what happened? Or more?
Yes, sir.
You didn't tell this officer to walk away, did you?
No, sir.
You didn't tell him to go away.
No, sir.
Did he ask you any details about your statement whatsoever?
No, sir.
And there's one line where you say, I'm on top of him. Did he say, what did that mean?
No, sir.
What did that mean when you say I'm on top of him? Did you actually physically get on top of this?
I already know, bro.
So what did that mean when you said that?
It's hard to sit down with a gun in your pocket, bro.
About arm's length.
You
I was
better off
close enough
tossing that
to be
bitch.
able to touch him, but I was.
That's
I
why
did
so
not
many.
touch him.
That's why so many people when they get caught and they running from police, they try to toss that bitch. You can't really run with no gun in your pocket, man.
And then you give, and I see you talk with your hands.
Yes, sir.
Did you have another conversation with Officer Carter as he got on the scene? Or another officer, you may not know his name.
Another officer, yes.
And tell me what you
That
told
bitch
him.
gonna be banging the shit out your
I
leg and shit.
told
That shit
him,
be hurting like a motherfucker.
We thought he stole
Hey, man.
something. I thought he stole
Yeah, if
something.
you got something
and
heavy, that shit gonna
so
bring your
I
pants down.
chased him and followed him down to where the scene was, and said he pulled a gun out, and I gestured to the side, pointing to the side with the gun, and then I say I backed up with my hands up, and then I see my dad yell, or I say that he has a gun, and I see my dad yell no, or drop the gun, drop it, no, and then he pulls it and fires.
And you told all this to Officer Carter.
Yes, sir.
And I think you said you did some hand gestures. So one was the first hand gesture you did when you talked to Officer Carter?
I said he had pulled a gun out, and I gestured to the side, pointing it.
And so you did the gestures and he's pointing at you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then what did you do next?
And then I put my hands up. I said I'm backing up.
Okay, and you did this on the video?
Yes, sir.
And that is the video right next to when this whole thing happened?
Yes, sir.
Okay? Nobody was telling you what to say,
No, sir.
what to do,
No, sir.
no lawyer,
No, sir.
no conversation with your phone?
No, sir.
This is a way to say it isn't leading, I'm trying to, not
Definitely.
to take too much, but I think it's a great question.
Just go on, I mean,
Yeah, for real, that's what I'm saying.
I gesture.
Bitch,
that's
fuck
when
your
my
leg
dad
up
shot
running
him.
with that motherfucker in your pocket.
After that,
That shit can take
any
your
time you
knee.
feel there was a gun pointed at you.
terrified.
What did you think was going to happen?
I thought he was going to shoot me.
Who?
Young man.
Did you think you were going to die?
Yes.
Why?
Because I saw the barrel just pointing straight at me.
And you actually described the barrel, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
How did you describe the barrel of the weapon that was pointed at you on that day?
I said it was a silver barrel, and the rest of it was black.
Now it's pointing straight at him now.
Showing you what's been marked. Well, before you described the firearm, had you seen it again since it was pointed directly at you?
No, sir.
Had anyone showed it to you on scene?
No, sir.
Did you go up and look at it and examine it?
No, sir.
And your description was what was the barrel?
A silver barrel.
A silver barrel.
Yes, sir.
You ever had a gun pointed at you before?
No, sir.
Now, at this point in time, we offer Detective Carter body-worn camera and evidence if the state wants to wait for Detective Carter to do it as identification only. At this point in time, we offer this to support.
They seem right, kid. They seem to pick it up. You don't pick up. You don't pick up No, in that type of situation, you don't pick up no gun, man.
Recite what he believes he said in the video.
Right. I didn't have a car for that.
And I can't
That's
follow.
motherfucking evidence tampering. Tampering evidence. Tampering with the scene of a crime.
Get this. Oh, sorry, no, I heard colors, I'm sorry. No. I said I will not until the officers are behind the kiss and we have that for sorry. Andy, you are and we've been talking about this, and we've watched your demeanor on
Just photograph the admitted as Exhibit 5.
This shit always so blurry when they put it up there. They got some better cameras in that bitch.
Walk into it, and I'm going to show you a second screen clip from a video entered by the state of South Carolina and ask you to recognize that.
Yes, sir.
Is that a stream clip from the same video that we were just talking about?
Yes, sir.
And is that the same image of the young man who was in the store that day?
Yes, sir.
And that is from a vantage point you would have seen and recognized?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, at this point in time, we would offer the second picture that we just talked about as Defense Exhibit 6. Yeah, no, that is not.
Yeah, but that could be the two cell. I guess they're trying to say that's the gun, but that could be the two cell phones that he posted through. I don't even understand the reasoning for that. Look like they reconstructed the whole scene out that bitch. Like, why would he throw this out? Like, what was the reason to throw the cell phones?
All right, so the first one we're looking on the screen with, you had said that you had seen the young man in the back doing something with waters.
Yes, sir.
And then you saw something heavy in his pocket.
Yes, sir.
And you had assumed that he still had water in his pockets, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yo, nothing in that pocket looked like a fucking water. What they had, a black label to it? It's nothing in his pocket looked like a fucking water, man.
Now showing you, that's the same picture of the same young man, if we could zoom in on that front pouch. And this is from the vantage point where you were looking at.
Yes, sir.
And this is, tell me what you thought, what you were looking at here. What did you think you were looking at?
At this point, I didn't think much. I just saw he was putting down his backpack.
But you see something bulge in his front, correct?
Yes, sir.
Didn't know what it was.
No, sir.
Now, while he's in the store, are you telling your dad, hey, something's fishy up here, something's weird up here, anything like that?
No, sir.
Having any conversations with him?
No, sir.
Any discussions with him?
No, sir.
With anybody other than your mother?
I didn't say anything.
Anything at all?
No, sir.
So the decisions you were making that day, whose decisions were they?
Just mine.
It was a bad decision. Stupid ass.
And Andy, you realize, they're asking the question. You didn't have to go outside that store, did you?
I don't know. I didn't have to.
Were you thinking about that at that point in time?
No, sir.
Were you trying to hurt this kid? Did you know him?
No, sir.
Were you chasing him to hurt him?
No, sir.
The fuck are you chasing him for now?
What in the world were you going to do if you actually got up to him?
I didn't plan to catch up to him.
What do you mean you didn't plan to catch up with him? We've seen the video, you're going after. What do you mean you didn't plan to catch up with him? Did you have a plan?
I just wanted to see where he was going to tell the police later.
And there's been questions that this case is about 4 bottles of water. You've heard that.
Yes, sir.
When the gun was pulled on you, were you thinking about water?
No, sir.
Did you say, never mind, forget the water? At that point in time, did you say anything about water when this gun was pulled on you?
No, sir.
And you don't know this guy?
No, sir.
No problems with him?
No, sir.
Right. I want to hear the defense cross-examine.
Did you have a gun on you that day?
I did not.
Dad told you to do what?
Call 911.
I'm going to go to that part of your testimony where your hands are up.
Oh, this must be the cross right here. Alright, this the
Did you have a
cross.
gun on you that day?
I did not.
This the cross exam. Coming up.
Did you say anything to him before he got shot?
Not directly to him, no.
All you remember saying is, he's got a gun, he's got a gun.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Now we'll
Probably
go
known.
to that part of your testimony where your hands are up. What were you saying when your hands were up?
He's got a gun.
At any point in time was the gun dropped when your hands were up?
No, sir.
It stayed on you?
Yes, sir.
So if I'm you, I'm saying, he's got a gun, he's got a gun. It's still being pointed at you.
Yes, sir.
And who was the person you were yelling, he's got a gun, he's got a gun? Who were you yelling that to?
To my dad.
And as you were yelling that with your hands up and a gun pointed at you, at some point in time you had testified your dad said something also. What was it?
He said, drop it, and no.
Was it dropped or was it still forward up pointing at you?
Still pointed at
The barrel.
Yes, sir.
And what were you looking at?
I was looking at my dad at that time.
Were you scared?
Yes, sir.
And again, what did you think was going to happen had your dad not fired?
I was gun shot.
And immediately after the shot, your dad told you to do what?
Call 911.
And immediately after calling 911, we hear your dad trying to perform life-saving measures on you.
Yes, sir.
And this is something you saw directly.
Yes, sir.
Yo, his story don't. Yo, the story doesn't make sense, yo. It doesn't make sense. It's like he making it up. It's like he making it up as he go. It doesn't make sense. If he was running like that with that gun, that bitch would have fell out. If he was running like that with a gun in this shit would have fell. That was the cell phones. That's probably why he tossed them bitches. You feel me? That's probably why he tossed them. That was the cell phones in his pocket, man. It was gonna fall out anyway. He probably like, man, he probably didn't even toss them. They probably did fall out. To be honest. That's how the cell phones got on the floor. That boy ain't had no gun, man. That boy ain't had no gun. That shit, his story don't make sense. Hope the jury can see that. Because if I was on the jury, because I'm watching this as a juror. If I was on the jury, this is what I would be thinking. More than likely, those are the cell phones in his pocket, and they fell out by him running. He didn't throw them; they fell out his pocket. And who said that kid? If he did have a gun, more than likely the bitch was probably in his fucking book bag, which ended up way down, fucking 15 feet away from his ass. In a ditch. Somebody trying to play victim, bitch. I give a fuck about your emotions, nigga.
Neighborhood store, is that true?
Yes, sir.
Clinton, correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you get any college scholarships?
No, sir.
You were 5'11", 200 pounds at the time, correct?
Hey, thank you so much. I'd like you to answer any questions that the state of South Carolina has for you, okay?
Okay.
Scott, John, as a child, you're 23 years old, correct?
Yes, sir.
In 2023, you were 20 years old, correct?
Yes, sir.
And at the time, you were a student at USC, is that true?
Yes, sir.
And you had already graduated at Hammond Academy, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If I ask any questions that you need me to repeat, I'm happy to do it.
Okay,
You
yes, sir.
did graduate Hammond at the time?
Yes, sir.
And that is a private school here in Columbia, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you swam on the swim team, correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you get any college scholarships?
No, sir.
You were 5'11", 200 pounds at the time, correct?
Around that.
Yeah, have you mentioned before under oath that at the time you were 5'11", 200 pounds?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How much do you weigh now?
185.
Okay, so you were significantly bigger at the time?
Significant.
15 pounds bigger.
Yes, sir.
Okay. At the time you were working at your parents' Shell gas station at 7441 Park Lane Road, correct?
Yes, sir.
And they had owned that store about 10 to 12 years at that time?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how long did you work there?
Well, I came to help for, I guess, since we opened.
You were familiar with the store, is that true?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and had you become aware of the crime of shoplifting in your time working in the store and being around the store?
Yes, sir.
All right, what is shoplifting?
Someone stole something.
Okay, and that happened more than once in the 10 to 12 years your parents had owned the store as of 2023?
Yes, sir.
Okay, had you developed a policy, or had your parents developed a policy in dealing with shoplifters?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In 2023, you were studying computer information systems, isn't that true?
Yes, sir.
And your father was familiar with computers and computer technology as well, isn't that true?
Yes, sir.
He had actually taught a small college as far as lessons in computers, correct?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it true? Computers can do amazing things.
Yes, sir.
Okay? They can help with DNA extraction and going through millions of propositions, isn't that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. They're able to synthesize surveillance systems and produce high-quality videos, isn't that correct?
They can.
Okay. And you yourself and your parents at the Shell gas station at 7441 Park Lane Road had a very sophisticated surveillance system, isn't that true?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you were able to identify shoplifters with that system, were you not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you had a wall of shame above the cash register, isn't that true?
Yes, sir.
Oh, they knew
What's the wall of
shorty.
shame?
There's pictures and descriptions of past shoplifters.
Okay.
Oh, so they must think he stole from there before. So they already had it out for shorty prior to this incident. But like I told y'all, shit, these motherfuckers owe up. You feel me? Like they making all this money off our people and they don't do nothing for the community. The fuck you mean? Like who's really stealing? Who's really stealing in this equation, right? Y'all post up in all black neighborhoods, make hundreds of thousands of dollars, and a motherfucker might take a candy bar every now and then. Y'all don't bring none of the money back into the community. Don't invest in nothing in the fucking community. So who really stealing, right? I don't even know, bro.
Do you recognize the wall of shame in States 44?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Andy, while she pulls it up, what is the purpose of the wall of shame?
To show who and what they stole.
Okay. What is the purpose of showing who and what stole, or who stole and what they stole?
To show other customers.
Okay. Can it show law enforcement?
They can if they come in.
Okay. And if somebody steals and makes your wall of shame and they come back in, are you able to identify them?
Me, myself, or
Anyone. Why would you have the wall of shame? Why would you have a picture of the shoplifter up? It's to identify, right?
it can be.
So if you recognize somebody who's on the wall of shame and they come back in, what do you do?
What I would do would be.
What is the store policy at 7441 Park Lane Road, Shell gas station in 2023? What is the policy when somebody who's on the wall of shame comes back in the store?
I would ask him to leave.
Okay. Now, you see all the people on the wall of shame in 2023?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many of those people did you chase?
Did I chase?
Yeah.
None of them.
Okay. You don't remember chasing any of those people that sold?
I did not chase anyone.
Okay. I see a number of other pictures here of people. Do you see the lotto tickets right there? And, I don't know, Stephanie, can you zoom in on this? What's that guy? What's he doing there? Right there up under the monitor with the cash register.
Probably the same thing as the the same as the other pictures.
Okay. Stephanie, can you zoom out there? Scroll over to see the clock on the wall there?
I don't know what the fuck happened.
Zoom in up under that camera. You see that, Andy? What are these people?
Could be the same thing
What's the same thing?
as the other pictures.
Okay. So you agree with me that you have a sophisticated surveillance system in there that is capable of generating high-quality pictures of people you suspect.
What the fuck happened, yo?
Correct? You want me to ask that again?
To me, it wouldn't be the highest. It wouldn't be high quality, but it's enough to see their face.
You don't consider these videos we've been watching high quality?
It can be higher,
Okay, well, maybe not movie quality,
but you can
um,
see their face. Yes, sir.
And there's nothing to stop you guys from taking these pictures and sending them to law enforcement, correct? There's nothing to stop you from that, is there?
No, sir.
Okay. And you certainly know how to use 911, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you've done it past, correct?
I have not.
I could have sworn, when your lawyer was up here, you were talking about a 911 call. I could have sworn I heard your voice on a 911 call. Did you imagine that?
I thought you meant before that.
You've used 911 before.
Yes, sir.
And you use 911 to get law enforcement involved, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you use 911 when you see something illegal going on, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you use 911 to get law enforcement who's paid to do their job to come help, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you know how to use it?
Yes, sir.
How do you use 911?
You dial 911?
Very easy, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have a phone, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, in 2023, you were working behind the cash register, correct?
Yes, sir.
And the cash register's raised up a little bit higher than the rest of the floor, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you got a pretty good view of the fort and the surroundings, correct?
Yes, sir.
Stage 68, please. Who is that fellow right there with the hat on backwards in the North Face pullover?
It's me,
Okay. And what are you looking at?
the young man.
Okay. I'm just looking to, you see right over there to your left, there's another picture of some other people on the, isn't that some more people right there that you got pictures of, right? I'm even looking right here, and you see these people here, and what did they do? Or did they shoplift, or why would you have pictures of people back here?
I'm not sure.
Okay, but you have pictures of customers behind the counter too?
We did.
Okay, and look right here, there's some more people right here that you got.
You're watching that boy like a hawk. God damn. Look like a white lady right there. Don't look like he giving her the same attention.
Picture of, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about this gadget right here, this tablet to your right. What is that?
It shows if a person who is in the system,
Well, tell me about a person in the system.
so they need to be entered into
Explain
it.
what you're talking about. Use your words.
Okay. So all I know is that their picture needs to be entered into it.
Whose picture?
Anyone.
If I just went and pumped gas there, you put my face in the system?
No, sir.
Whose face do you put in the system?
There are employees. My face is in there. There are shoplifters.
Okay. Tell me more about that. Tell me more about the shoplifter.
Look, you know he's lying. The prosecutor, the prosecutor doing. I see what he's doing, but he's building up to expose this motherfucker as lying. He good at his job, man. I can't stand prosecutors, but some of them motherfuckers good at their job.
And then you have access to them with that tablet. Tell me how that works.
So if they are in the system, and they come into the store,
Right?
then they will pop up on that tablet.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you have facial recognition technology at 7441 Parkland Road, the Shell Station your family is, correct?
Yes, sir.
And that is rather sophisticated equipment, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So any of these people who've shoplifted in the past, committed the crime of shoplifting, if you review your camera, go back and you realize a Snicker bar is gone because it's missing from inventory, right? You can go back and review the camera and you can say, aha, this person stole the Snickers, right?
You could, yes, sir.
You can do that. How many different camera angles you got in that store? You even know?
I would.
I mean, you would agree with me, it's a lot.
No, yes, sir.
Over 20, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you can get multiple different angles of the person's face, correct?
Yes, sir.
Most likely you can see what kind of shoes they're wearing.
Yes, sir.
You can probably identify what kind of shorts or pants or dress they had on, correct?
Yes, sir.
You can identify the top they had on, correct?
Yes, sir.
And then you can zoom in to like look at different graphics on the shirt or whatever they have, correct?
Yes, sir.
You can look for different identifying characteristics of the clothing they're wearing.
Yes, sir.
You can zoom in on their face, correct?
Yes, sir.
And then you can put it into facial recognition technology, correct?
Yes, sir.
And then if they ever came back in, you would get an alert, correct?
Yes, sir.
You can do all these things with the technology they had at 7441 Park Lane Road, could you not?
You could.
Now, you have been trained, you have gone to school and been trained, and your father has, to identify shoplifters, have you not?
Trained to identify?
Yeah.
I was not trained.
You weren't?
No, sir.
But you know how to identify one, correct?
If they're acting weird to me, that is.
What is acting weird to you?
If they keep looking up at me,
Okay.
they keep walking around the store, wandering around, and if they keep, checking the pocket or something. All of those combined.
I'm even thinking about times I've gone into a store and left my wallet in the car, walk around for a minute, and then I walk out. Would you put me in your database if I did that?
I would not.
Would you consider me weird?
No, sir.
What if I had my hands in my pockets, I'm dressed like I am now, and I walked around and looked around, and I couldn't find what I was looking for, so then I just walked out. Would you tell me that in my pocket?
That's what he's exposing the stereotypes. You ain't had no reason. Shorty wasn't doing nothing wrong, man. He wasn't doing nothing wrong. He stereotyped that boy, man. And that's what the prosecution is exposing. You ain't had no reason to fuck with y'all. At all. No reason. Outside of your motherfucking stereotypes that you believe on black people. That's it.
No, sir.
Why?
You didn't touch anything.
Okay, but I had my hands in my pockets. I'm looking up at you. I'm looking down. Let's say I did. Let's say I took some waters out and I put them back. You chase me?
Yo, fucking yo up.
It would depend if I could see what you're doing.
He ready to start sweating, see? Yo, he ready to fuck yo up. This is a good prosecutor right here, man. Much as I hate them motherfuckers, because some of them as good as a bitch. And I could tell he one of them ones. He got swag. He got a little bit of style to him. You can tell by his way he asking the questions. He know what he doing. He probably get a lot of fucking guilty pleas. Now, I don't know how this going to end, because you never know with the jury. They might believe stereotypes too. That's why they're so dangerous. But he's doing a fucking excellent job.
If I couldn't see them, I wouldn't know what you were doing.
You could see what he's actually doing, could you not?
Not completely, no, sir.
So you weren't sure. You weren't sure.
I believed he had pocketed something.
You believed he had?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Why though?
Because of the things that happened in the store.
Okay. So he had his hands in his pockets.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Testified you watched him when he walked in.
I saw him walk in.
Yeah. So he put his backpack down.
Yes, sir.
Correct. And then the defense offered defense 6, and you said, yeah, that's how he looked when he came in.
Yes, sir.
Yo, him putting his look, let me tell you what that means. Him putting his backpack down was a clear indication that I come in peace. And it's sad that that's what the fuck we got to do as black people going into these people's stores in our own fucking community. Him dropping his backpack was letting him know that I ain't coming here to steal nothing. Because if he came here to steal, he wouldn't have to put his backpack down. Exactly. You understand? It's almost like, because I still do it. Like out here where I'm at. If I buy something and I go into the store and I got to go to the bathroom, let's say I go to the 7-Eleven or the gas station and I got to use the bathroom. I'm going to leave whatever I picked up while I was in the store right there, go to the bathroom and pick it back up. Just to avoid confusion. It's the same type of concept. He put his bag down to let you know I ain't coming here to steal nothing. You ain't got to watch me.
In his pocket when he came in, and why wouldn't he have a bulge in his pocket when he left? This is your exhibit.
Well, I was mainly just seeing
Exactly, kid.
Let
Let him know he ain't had no intentions on
Under
stealing.
arrest, you told the lawyer that this is how he looked, and this is what you saw when he came in the store.
Yes,
He
sir.
clearly has a bulge in his pocket when he comes in the store. Why would he have a bulge in his pocket when he left the store?
I was not focused on the bulge when he came in.
Oh.
You just testified that this is what he looked like and this is what his pocket looked like when he came in.
Looking at the picture, yes, sir.
You identified this to me how he looked when he came in.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I ask you again, if he had a bulge in his pocket when he came in, why would you harass him and say he's got a bulge in his pocket when he left? You see what I'm saying?
I did not notice the bulge when he came in that day.
Okay. And you talked about, yeah, this is the bulge.
Hey, y'all,
I
I ain't gonna lie. He on some shit. He looked at him dead in his eyes and said, okay. You dirty motherfucker, man.
He had in his pocket. This is your exhibit that you just introduced through the lawyer. This is
In the picture, I see the bulge.
Okay. You see the water bottles in his pocket?
I cannot see it in the pocket. Yes, sir.
Well, why you identified something black and a bulge in his pocket? See that?
I did.
The reason it's an evidence is because you identified it through your lawyer.
Okay.
You don't recognize this from 10 minutes ago.
I mean, I see like the shadow of the pocket, yes, sir.
Did you see a water bottle in his pocket?
I cannot see into his pocket.
What did you see in his pocket?
Sorry.
Come here.
Hey, yeah, this fuck, I would hate to be going up against this motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, oh shit. He one of the ones that you go to your motherfucking bail hearing or some shit like that, and you be feeling good after your lawyer talk. Then this nigga get to talking. Now you like, oh shit, ain't no way I'm getting out this bitch now. I ain't never get out this bitch fuck around with this guy. You heard me? He one of them type.
There's clearly something black in his pocket in the picture, state number 5. I'm gonna just point it to you. Do you not see something black in his pocket?
To me, I just thought that was just the shadow of the pocket.
Does it look like a water bottle to you?
It does not.
Okay. All right.
Yo, but you didn't just testify to that, yo. You used. He don't even realize what he did. The defense team tried to use that bulge or that whatever it is in his pocket to justify you chasing him. Now you saying you ain't pay that shit no mind. So there was no justification in chasing this kid at all.
They had 7441.
No, you can't. See, so with the state. So let me tell y'all what the state is doing real quick. What the state is showing is that, and I'm ready to get back to it. I just got upstairs. Though you can't start a confrontation and then claim stand your ground. You understand what I'm saying? That's what they're trying to show. That even if he did have a firearm, y'all started this whole initial confrontation because there was absolutely positively no reason to chase this motherfucker. Similar to like what the prosecution was trying to do with George Zimmerman bitch ass. Now he ended up beating this shit somehow. You feel me? Because it was an actual fight. And he was getting the shit beat out of him. So somehow I think he pulls her. It was some little technicality with that shit. But that's not what happened with this situation. There was no fight. There was no struggle. Y'all fucking started a confrontation and then killed the dude for absolutely no fucking reason. It was some type of what's called with George Zimmerman where he lost stand your ground, then he got it back, and there was just a whole bunch of nonsense with that case.
No. Facial recognition. Okay. Couldn't we have hung this 14-year-old boy's picture up on the wall of shame? Couldn't we have done that?
Well, you could have put his picture.
Yeah, on the wall of shame with all those other people, right? Couldn't we have done that?
You could have.
What would have stopped you from doing it?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Is there anything that would have stopped us from going back and printing all these pictures up of the boy with the white Air Force Ones, the black Nike joggers, the red child's play hoodie.
Yeah.
He never covered his face, did he?
He did not.
He never put the hoodie on, did he?
He did not.
We got hundreds of still shots we could provide law enforcement, could we not?
Could you? You could.
You could. Is there anything that stopped you guys from doing that?
No, sir.
Okay. And how long does it take to call 911? How many seconds does it take, you think, for you to hit 3 buttons on your cell phone?
I was wondering.
Second.
Could that? I was thinking like, and I didn't say this, but I was wondering how long did it take them to call 911? Because it's possible that they constructed a story before 911 was actually called. Now that may be where he's hit it at with this situation, but I was thinking that as well.
Second. Is there anything that stopped you on that day from using 1 second of your time to dial 911?
Oh, he's talking about
Nothing
after the
stopped me.
shoot, before the shooting.
You know how to use 911 because you used it before, correct?
Yes, sir.
You used it on that day, correct?
Yes, sir.
Nothing stopped you from using it.
No, sir.
And you certainly have a cell phone that's capable of connecting to 911, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But we didn't do any of that on this particular day, did we?
Not until after.
Yeah, it's a little late after, right? Andy, think about it. I'm asking you, could we not, if we suspect this 14-year-old, how many would did you think you took?
I'm not sure.
How many did you think you took?
Maybe just one.
One. How much in the year 2023 does a bottle of water cost at 7441 Parkland Road in Richland County at a Shell gas station operated by the Chow family? How much does one bottle of water cost?
I'm not sure.
You don't remember how much they cost? You work cash register, right?
I did.
Okay, 98 cents sound about right?
Yes,
Let's
sir.
just round it up to $1. Dollar sound right?
Yes, sir.
Think you took $1 worth of merchandise from the store?
I did think that, yes, sir.
And you were certain of it?
I believe he had taken it, yes, sir.
You strongly believed enough when you left your counter, you left the cash register and ran out, correct?
Yes, sir.
You yelled at him. You soft spoken today, yeah? Right?
Yes, sir.
You weren't soft spoken on that particular day, were you?
Well, I just called out to him.
And you used your voice, right? You
Yes,
weren't-
I'm,
It's not difficult to hear your voice in this video, is it?
no, sir.
Your dad ran with you, correct?
He was behind me.
He ran with you, correct?
I would not. I didn't know what he was doing behind me.
He ran with you, correct? Yeah, I asked and answered. He ran with you, correct?
Watching the video, I saw him running behind me.
He ran with you, correct? He ran, no, ask and answer. He doesn't like to answer. Happens 4 times. Sorry. Go ahead. He ran with you, correct?
Yes, sir. Watching the video, I saw him running behind me.
Okay. And you're taught to obey your father, correct?
Yes, sir.
You understand my question?
As in just like,
Were you taught to obey your father?
yes, sir.
You were not taught to disobey your father, were you?
No, sir.
Okay. So when he yelled to you, Andy, stop! Do not do this. You listened to him, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
So when he yelled that day, you stopped, didn't you?
Man.
May 28, 2023. That's what we're talking about here today.
Yes,
You
sir.
remember May 28th of 2023?
Yes, sir.
You remember when y'all ran out the door after that 14-year-old boy?
I walked out the door.
Okay, we'll watch a video here in a second.
Okay.
But you remember when you exited the store with your father after the 14-year-old boy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you remember right then when your dad said, stop. Stop, Andy, let's stop right here. You remember when he said that?
No, sir.
Because he didn't, right?
He did not.
He didn't say that.
No, sir.
And if he had, you would have obeyed him because you obey your father, right?
I would have stopped.
But you guys continued running along up Spring Street, correct?
Well, so I saw him.
Wait. Okay, but if you need to explain the question, I'm just asking you to continue to run up Spring Street. Towards,
After he started running, yes, I ran after.
when did he start running?
So I had gone to the corner of the store, and I hear my dad come up behind me and call out, "Hey!"
Right.
And then I see him, the young man, he turned and then turned back around immediately and started sprinting down.
Okay.
And so that's when I started to run.
Okay. So that was after y'all went around the corner. Let's see.
I kind of slowed down at the corner. Just
Yes. Stephanie, can I have stage 16, clip 17 and stage number 4? This is the young man that you were talking about, correct? The red shirt?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's you watching him, correct?
No,
yes, sir.
he got balls
That's
in
your
his.
father already making his way towards the front door, correct?
Yes, sir.
He got balls in his hoodie too. Why he ain't watching him?
Okay. And your mother left too, correct?
In the video, yes, sir.
Okay. Who's manning the cash register right there?
No one.
All right. Who's this gentleman?
Customer.
Okay. Is it common for the whole Chow family to leave the gas station, the customers inside the store?
Well, I wasn't completely sure what my parents were doing, but I exited the store.
Everyone left over $1 of water, correct?
I left because I thought you stole something.
Okay. I just saw those 11 heels, right? Rewind.
In the video?
Is your monitor working or not? Okay.
Well, he fucking him up, yo.
Okay. You guys are right together, are you not?
Yes, sir.
I just stole something out that bitch. They
I
left
see
me
that,
in there.
Yes, is that yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you.
That they gonna leave and they.
Stephanie, can I have clip 20 from slide 4? And tell me, before we watch this, tell me what you said. You just walked out of the gas station? Is that what you said earlier?
Yes, sir. I walked out.
You just walked
And then I walked to the corner.
All right. How would you describe what Cyrus Carmack Belton did when he walked out? Was he walking or was he running when he left the gas station?
Out the door. He was walking.
Rather casually, was he not?
You could say that.
Okay, was he looking over his shoulder or anything like that? Or
No, sir.
he just kind of casually left the store?
Yes, sir.
And you two just bust out after him, correct?
I was just walking out.
You were walking out?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, he was saying something to him. He do look like him.
That's walking to you?
Yes, sir.
That's walking?
For me, yes, sir.
You typically walk that fast? Okay. So when you get off the stand, you're going to walk that fast to your seat?
Depends on what I was doing.
Okay. What were you doing there?
I guess it would be a brisker walk, but I wasn't running on this one.
He definitely was
When
running.
did you start running?
After he ran,
Why? Is there anything wrong with him running?
well, I ran because I thought he had stolen something, and I wanted to see where he was
Yo,
going.
but you never explained why the fuck you thought he was stealing something. Like you can't just say, you can't just think a person is stealing something, yo. Why? There was no indication that this boy stole any motherfucking thing. You stereotype that boy, man. That's it and that's all, y'all. There's no other way around it. You stereotyped him. A young black kid. You thought he was a thief. I wanted to see where he was going. He did say that, didn't he? Yo, I just wanted to see where he was going. Why the fuck you worry about where he going? He going wherever the fuck he want to go. It's a free world up this bitch.
How far were you going to chase him?
He did ask me to go walk like that.
I'm not sure. Just going to see where he was going.
A mile? What if he didn't run a mile? Would you have kept chasing him pretty bad?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I was doing.
You don't know at what point you stopped chasing a 14-year-old?
I don't know when I would stop.
Let me see.
He probably
State-
still been
or,
chasing
sorry.
him if he
Clip
could.
21, stage 4, please. Do you remember when his shoe fell off as he was running? Remember
I
that?
did not see that.
Okay, you didn't see him running with one sock and one shoe?
No, sir. I did not notice that.
Is that what you were describing, that he was walking around the corner and then y'all start yelling at him and briskly walking towards him and then he takes off running?
I just hear my dad call out, "Hey," to him.
That's what made him start running when y'all were back behind, briskly walking towards him? That's what made him start running?
I kind of just slowed down to a stop at the corner.
The fucker
I
started
wasn't
chasing
walking
his
at him.
ass. That's why he
You slowed down
started
to,
running.
okay, let me go back. Let's watch it again because I didn't see that. Go to clip 20 of stage 4 and let's watch Andy stop as he goes to the corner. All right, when did you stop right there? I didn't see it. I missed it.
I slowed down.
And then he started running. And every time you see somebody run, you feel compelled to run after him, right?
I believe he had stolen something, so I ran to go see where he was going.
Okay. Let me have clip 24 of stage 4.
Yeah, this prosecutor or some shit.
And now, what do you call it? Y'all are really briskly walking there, are you not? That's a really brisk walk.
Well, he's
Hey,
right off.
yo, say, hey, yo, say y'all was really briskly walking there. Hey, yo, fuck no. Yo, this dude is crazy, man. Hold up, look at it, yo.
I believe he had stolen something, so
Yo,
I
fuck
ran
no.
to go see where he was going.
Okay. Let me have clip 24 of stage 4. Overstepping.
Not briskly walking, man.
And now, what do you call it? Y'all are really briskly walking there, are you not? That's a really brisk walk, isn't it?
Well, he's running off screen, so that's when I started running after he started.
Okay, you're running now.
Yes, sir.
That's running.
Yeah.
You're no longer briskly walking.
Right, ain't no
You're
way
running
he
now,
did all
right?
that shit, kid. It don't
Yes,
make
sir.
And what's
sense.
your dad doing in that video?
In the video, he's also running.
Can't
saying-
forget he threw the cell phones too. So he threw the cell phones, threw the bag, pulled out the gun, lost his shoe. Like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. That's a 14-year-old kid, man. That man was running for his fucking life, man. And y'all shot him in the back because y'all couldn't catch him. That's what happened, y'all. That's what makes logical sense. He was running for his life, and y'all couldn't catch him, so you fucking shot him in the back. Then you fucking staged the fucking scene. That's the fuck y'all did, man.
Andy, let's stop. Let's do not leave the parking lot. Let's stop right here.
I did not hear that.
Okay, you didn't say that?
No, sir.
Okay. And now the boy lost his shoe. You know your mother went and picked it up from the scene, right?
I went there afterwards. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And he's running so hard, he comes out of the shoe. You know that now, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you don't dispute that, do you?
No, sir.
We saw the video, right?
Yes, sir.
And he's running so hard, his cell phones fall out of his pockets, correct?
He throws them out.
Okay.
Look.
You said before that
He threw him out. I told you that's why they fell out of his, yo, that's the bulge in his pocket was the fucking cell phones, man. It was the cell phones. Like, why would he throw the cell phones? I hope it's people on this jury that got fucking common sense. I hope it's some people on this jury that got common sense. The bulge in his pocket was the cell phones. I don't know where the gun came from. As he was running, holding up his pants, the cell phones fell out of his pockets. He didn't throw them. Right, ain't nobody throwing their fucking cell phone. Not these kids. They love them bitches. Nigga, you take a cell phone away from a child, they be down there ready to commit suicide. You think you gonna throw his cell phone?
it fell out. Did you not? I know you're saying he threw them out today. Have you ever thrown cell phones on the side of the road?
I never.
Okay. And he didn't either, did he?
No, he threw them.
If I showed you a video from your store the day of, where you said they fell out of his pockets, would you still deny that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Your Honor, we need to refresh his memory of the video. Let me ask first, if this will help refresh your memory.
But this is why I don't, yo, it don't pay to lie, y'all. All that shit get
Don't
exposed.
say it out loud, just read it, see if you refresh your memory.
Okay.
Do you deny saying that?
I do not deny saying that.
Okay, so you don't disagree that the day of, you said these things flew off, and you never said anything about them throwing anything.
At that moment, yes, sir. I did say that.
And this was the day of,
Yes, sir.
because why would anybody throw their cell phones out? Does that make any sense to you?
I would not know.
No, because they did. They flew off of him because he was running so hard.
No, sir. I saw him throw it to the side.
What did you? You want me to read what you said? Would that help?
Well,
Or would you want me to play the video for you?
Man, what?
I'm just telling you what I saw.
Okay. I'm asking you what you said on the day it happened.
Okay.
You never said he threw them. You said.
See, I think they trying to run with this throwing the cell phone theory. Because now you can justify how the fuck that bag got all the way over there. Because when they go, how did that bag get so far away from him? That shit was in a ditch. Shorty wasn't nowhere near that ditch. Where he threw the bag to? Right, he just was coming out his clothes, like everything. Like, we really had to get loose. Throw the bag, throw the phones, throw the gun. Everything gets thrown. Like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Shit don't make sense.
I did say that.
Things flew off of him, correct?
Just said when flew, like he threw it. That is what I meant.
That's what you meant. Okay.
Yes, sir.
He threw his shoe off too, didn't he?
I did not see that myself.
They threw it to you.
You're saying,
You just threw everything, yo.
two things flew off. You don't disagree with that?
I did say that.
Okay. All right. And matter of fact, you chased him, you stopped and looked at him. Right?
At what point? Oh, at what he threw, you mean?
Regardless, I'm only going to be talking to you about May 28th, 2023. So if you ask when, I'm talking about this date when 14-year-old Cyrus Belton died. So is that clear?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. When you're chasing him, his shoe comes off. 2 cell phones come off him. You stop and look at him, did you not?
So I slow down for like a second, and I glance back. I don't see a phone, a water bottle. All I see is trash, and so I turn back around and continue to follow him.
All right. Would it surprise you to know that you had previously said that you stopped and looked and noticed that 2 cell phones on your hand?
You said that?
Do you disagree with what you said?
I don't remember saying that.
Would it help you if I refresh your memory?
Yes, sir.
You stopped to look at what you had dropped, correct?
Try to see what he had thrown, yes, sir.
Okay, you do agree with me that you stopped to look.
Well, it wasn't like a full stop.
What was it?
I slowed down. So in the video you see me full sprinting, and so I slow down to see, and I don't see anything, so I turn back around and keep
You
going.
didn't see the white shoe right there?
No, sir.
Or the cell phone?
No, sir.
One was white though, right?
The phone?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
You remember your mother collecting him and bringing him to the gas station that night?
I remember her saying that, yes, sir.
Now, whenever Cyrus goes, 1706. 7. You recognize this to be 7441 Parkland Road?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And under this awning, approximately here is where the entrance of the store is, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And correct me if I'm wrong, but when Cyrus leaves, he rounds this corner and goes this direction with Cyrus, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. As you guys come around the corner at the risk of haste with your dad yelling, he takes off sprinting.
Man, he's fucking him up on that stand, man.
My dad calls out to him, hey, that's it.
And
And,
he takes off sprinting, correct?
yes, sir.
Okay. You able to see these 2 posts right here, these 2 white posts from the black car?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Cyrus ran around those and took his cut through, correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But you and your father took this direction,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. His shoe came off somewhere in this vicinity, correct?
I do not believe so. I think it was earlier,
Okay.
judging off the video.
Somewhere here then?
maybe a bit further back.
Somewhere here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Cell phones were found in this general area? Or where did you stop to look where he is?
It is still in the parking lot.
I'm sorry?
It is still in the parking lot.
The cell phones?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
When I saw him throw them, it was
Hey, yo, this nigga is lying. Yo, what? Like, yo, why would he throw the cell phones, bro? Like, it gotta be a reason. I think it's because of the bag, but it has to be a reason why they're sticking to this throwing the cell phone story. Like, it gotta be some significance to it, at least in their mind. Yo, cause that to me doesn't make any sense.
like before that sand pat.
All right. Summary.
Yes, sir.
Cyrus takes the path, correct?
Yes, sir.
And does he immediately cross over Spring Tree?
He's kind of running a diagonal
All right, how about this?
straight to the scene,
Is that it?
straight to where the scene was.
So he's running in the middle of the road?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that is a fairly heavily traveled road, correct?
Yes, sir.
Cars, you're pretty fast up and down that road,
They
correct?
chased that boy.
I'm not sure.
You never
Yo,
noticed.
they chased that boy way off the property. Like the prosecutor said, why not stop at the end of the gas station? He's gone. He's off the property. Like if yo, how far was they willing to chase this kid, man? Like, goddamn, like that's crazy. And I think he's leading to the obvious, which is they shot him because they couldn't catch him. I think that's why he's showing detail in the distance in this run. Because it's like, yo, when was this going to stop? They fuck around was going to chase him all the way home, right? If he ain't tripped, they probably chased him all the way home.
People speeding up and down that road?
No, sir.
Yeah. All right, it is heavily traveled, correct?
Yes, sir.
Cyrus, you and your father run directly across. No disregard for cars coming or going, did you not?
I did not see any cars.
You didn't even notice the white Honda that had slam on its brakes and keep hitting you guys?
I did not notice. No,
You
sir.
did?
No, sir.
Because you were focused on chasing a 14-year-old, is that correct?
I was focused on seeing where he was going.
Okay. Spring Tree Road is a very straight road, correct?
Yes, sir.
You can see a great distance down this road, correct? States 15, 30 seconds?
No, sir.
15.
Yeah, for real. Had to been. Had to been the last 4 barrels of water in the city to do all this
Spring
shit.
Tree is a straight
Fuck
road,
that.
correct?
It is straight.
Okay. And it dead ends eventually, correct?
Yes, sir.
What are these apartments right here?
I'm not sure.
All right. What are these apartments right here?
I'm not sure.
Are there any more apartment complexes beside these two?
I'm not sure.
But it dead ends?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, what's the purpose of sprinting after Cyrus if you merely wanted to find his direction of travel? Don't we already know the direction of travel without even leaving the property?
Well, it is a dead end for a car, but not for someone on foot.
What does that mean?
You can go anywhere,
Where can you go?
In the woods.
anywhere.
Where can you go besides the apartments? I don't understand.
You could go through it. I don't understand.
All right. Where can anybody go besides the apartments?
Ah,
There's
yeah,
only
right,
two
damn.
apartment
Yo, he making yo look bad, man. Like, yo, he making him look horrible. Ain't no way you can go. It's only 1 or 2 places. Unless you're gonna run in the woods. Like, where was he going? It wasn't no. You knew where he was going. There was only one. Basically, what he just explained to him. It was only 1 or 2 fucking places. Hold up. God damn it. So this story of you was trying to see where he went didn't make logical sense. You gotta realize this is South Carolina. These ain't populated cities. You feel me? Hold up. Where could he go? Run in this direction. Where the fuck could he go? You got an apartment complex right here, apartment complex right there. On foot. And mind you, this from here to here is a nice distance. It's probably like a fucking mile. It's probably like a mile, man. Maybe longer. Mile and a half. You know good goddamn well he wasn't running this whole mile.
Springtree is a straight road, correct?
It is straight.
Okay. And it dead ends eventually, correct?
Yes, sir.
What are these apartments right here?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, for
What are
real.
these apartments right here?
I'm not sure.
Are there any more apartment complexes besides these two?
I'm not sure.
But it dead ends?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, what's the purpose of sprinting after Cyrus if you merely wanted to find his direction of travel? Don't we already know the direction of travel without even leaving the property?
Well,
He was
it is
gonna
a
run
dead
through the
end
woods. He's gonna take
for,
the woods,
a
man.
car, but not for someone on foot.
What does that mean?
You can go anywhere.
Where can you go?
Anywhere.
Where can you go besides the apartments? I don't understand.
You could go through it. I don't understand.
Where can anybody go besides the apartments? There's only two apartment complexes to go to before you hit the dead end, right?
Well, you could
Oh,
walk
man.
another direction, not on the road.
Explain that. I don't understand. Are you trying to say you can go through the woods?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. So were you prepared to chase him through the woods?
I don't know.
Yeah, he was. He ready to. I told you.
Like it.
I told you he was gonna chase him through the woods, right? It wasn't nowhere else to go, bro. Just admit it. It wasn't nowhere else to go. I made up the fucking story. We got mad. We couldn't catch him. Yeah, man. That was crazy.
Dad, and you stop, or do you just chase him for eternity?
I don't know. I was just, the only thing I was thinking was see where he was going.
Yeah, you get that bottle of water.
I don't know, yo. Some of these, they in South Carolina, yo. Them woods probably thick. It's probably some thick woods, yo. It probably ain't no. I don't know if it's no cut through there, yo. Nah. These some thick woods, man. I don't think it was no cut. You know, you got animals and shit. And man, they ain't like Baltimore or some other place. They in South Carolina. They fuck around be a motherfucking mountain lion over that bitch. I'm exaggerating. But you know what I'm saying? Like this is heavily wooded. It ain't probably too much cutting through that motherfucker.
So, we know how to call 911. We've established that. You say, officers? Do you know, like, at what point your dad and you stop, or do you just chase him for eternity?
I don't know. I was just, the only thing I was thinking was see where he was going.
Yeah, you get that bottle of water. Gotta get that bottle of water, right?
No, sir.
Okay. Don't we know which direction he went? I mean, if the cops show up, we know how to call 911. We've established that. You say, officers?
They probably not,
This
bro.
is the guy you're looking for. This is the guy you're looking for.
Yeah, well, South Carolina not
Straight up
populated like Atlanta is.
Not too many places you can
Atlanta
go. You can take a
populated.
right or left. Oh, by the way, we got his backpack, we got a shoe, we got 2 cell phones. Shouldn't be too hard for you guys. Right?
That is a good point.
Well, I did not see the phones. I did not see a shoe.
But you know you are a computer information systems graduate, or whatever you are. You know intimately about computers, and you know about the capabilities of your surveillance system, do you not?
I know that we had his picture.
And you know about the wall of shame, do you not?
Yes, sir.
And you know how to call 911, do you not?
I did.
So why do we? You want to find this direction? I know that's what. Is that your explanation? You want to find direction of travel?
Yes, sir.
But, bro, I'm just scared to
We
sit out
have
here
videos
with the
that show you
woods.
the direction of travel. You said he didn't go to Park Lane. He went down Springtree. You can tell officers his direction of travel, right? You never even have to leave the property, do you?
You could, I could get more details. More detailed on where he went. Because even though the road is straight, it goes up a little bit. So you can't actually see down the road. There's a little hump.
Oh, so it's a hill.
You and your father had to chase up there to see specifically where he went so we can get that bottle of water. Is that your testimony?
Well, I was running to just see where he was going.
Why do you have to run on that straight
Oh,
road? The boy
shit,
has
for
one
real?
shoe on. I mean, can you do that brisk walk you let them
They
in?
ain't got that type shit in
Well,
Baltimore.
I was not thinking that at the
What were you
time,
thinking?
to see where he was going.
Oh, well, you be on the road,
I'm
though.
gonna ask you.
Where the fuck that was at?
But when you stand, space 20, please. 20, yes, ma'am. When you stand right here, you recognize this to be the drive of your gas station.
No, that wasn't
You
Atlanta.
can see right up the road, right?
At my height, I would not be able to see all the way down.
Let me ask you something. I see you wear glasses. Do you have issues with your vision?
Just a little bit.
Okay. And do you have trouble perceiving things even with glasses?
No, sir.
You don't?
No, sir.
So with your glasses, you have good eyesight?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You see this car right here, Andy?
Oh shit.
Yes, sir.
What apartment complex are they in?
That first one.
Okay. And then how many more up the road?
I'm not sure.
All right, well, dead ends, right?
I ain't know that.
Yes, sir.
Man.
So if you stand right there, you can see him take a left in that apartment complex, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And if he keeps going, you know there's a dead end, right?
Yes, sir.
And you know there's only that other apartment complex on the right up there.
Yes, sir.
So if you stand right there, stay in your parking lot of your store at 7441 Park Lane Road, you can go ahead and roll out that first apartment on the left if you pass it, right?
I could, yes, sir.
Okay, but if he turns in there, you can say, officers, you went up there, took a left, right?
Yes, sir.
And by the way, we got his face too, right?
Okay.
And by the way, we got his cell phone and shoe, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, you following me still? If you kept running past that driveway, then you could narrow it down too. You could say, Mr. Police Officer, he kept running past that first complex, and the next one is up there on the right, right?
I could have.
There was literally nowhere else for him to go.
Tracking my questions. So
On
my
foot.
question is, why do you need to be right up on him, jogging beside him the whole time?
I did not plan to be right on him
But you were.
because he tripped.
So you watched a 14-year-old boy with one shoe, you suspected was stealing $1 of water, trip and fall, and you didn't just turn around and say, Dad, let's call it a day. Let's just go back. We've done too much already. You didn't do it.
I did not do that.
Because you're right up on him. You can sit
Yo,
back
these
and
are
say,
fucking
right?
racist, yo. This is what I was saying yesterday, yo. If you don't trust black people, yo, stop taking our fucking money, man. Go set up shop in the fucking Asian community. To the fuck, like this is what I was talking about yesterday. These people make money off us, but they don't fucking like us. They don't trust us. They don't feel comfortable around us. Then yo, go get money elsewhere. I mean, a black person can buy that space and service the community.
I got right up on him.
I was arm's length away.
Okay. You still didn't notice he was only wearing one shoe?
No, sir.
You busted his butt pretty bad there, didn't you?
His butt. No.
He busted his shins up, right? I mean, he was down like on his stomach, right? You said that.
He was flat, and I saw something in his hand.
Okay.
But you testified that he pointed the gun at you, and you said, Dad, he got a gun, and your dad said, drop the gun. He said no. Like, so when did all of this happen? Like, because this sound, all these things are happening relatively fast. So, to me, it's like they're trying to pile way too many instances with a small pocket of time. Like, there's no way all of this took place, bro, in this little ass bit of time, bro. It's no way.
This is state 78. Okay. And he hit pretty hard. Okay.
They fucked his legs up.
Are you familiar with a tack light? This is state's number 6. Are you familiar with a tack light?
Yes, sir.
What's
Is
that?
that on the ground?
I did not see it myself, but
Well, like you were standing there with the officer when he identified it being there after the fact.
I thought they were talking about a red thing on it.
Okay, but you didn't see that at the time?
I did not see it. No, sir.
What is that?
Well, let me see, state's 35.
Hold on, what is that?
You saw his shins just now, what he did to himself after that fall.
I did see that.
And it was a fairly, he hit the ground pretty hard, didn't he not?
He did fall flat on the ground.
Okay.
Hold on,
That's
yo.
right.
What the fuck that
Are you
was?
familiar with a tack light?
A
This is
tack
state's number
light.
6. You familiar with a tack light?
The fuck is a tack light? What is a tack light? Nah. Let's see. Not a tack light. A tack light. It's a flashlight? I spelled it wrong. Oh, it's a flashlight. High performance flashlight engineered for demanding high stress situations. They're built for durable materials like aircraft grade aluminum, feature extreme brightness, and can often be mounted directly to a firearm or used for self-defense. Oh, it's a laser. It's a laser.
Yes, sir.
It's a laser on the gun.
Remember that on the ground?
I did not see it myself, but
Like you were standing there with the officer when he identified it being their active act.
I thought they were talking about a red thing on the collar.
But you didn't see that at the time?
I did not see it. No, sir.
All right, well, let me see stakes 35. You saw his shins just now, what he did to himself after that fall?
I did see that.
Okay. And it was a fairly...
There's a flashlight on the pole. Core characteristics is made to withstand heavy recoil, drops, harsh weather, extreme temperature. High performance flashlight engineered demanding high stress situations. Unlike household flashlights, they are built with durable materials. Weapon mounted, attached directly to a shotgun, rifle, or handgun. Yeah, these lasers, bro. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I mean, it's pretty much so pretty much the same shit. Not a laser, but a light that go on the gun, pretty much. Or it can go on the gun. They don't necessarily need to go on the gun, but it can go on the gun. But you know, in this case, the prosecution is saying his gun was equipped with a laser.
He did fall flat on the ground.
Okay. And that was right about here where AA is, correct?
I believe it
So,
was
Sharice?
a bit further out.
Okay. You see AA?
Yes, sir.
You realize that's an attachment to the pistol he had on it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have any explanation? Because you were the closest one to it, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. He had to have hit the ground right here for his optic, his flashlight to come detached and come to rest right there, right?
Oh, there you go, right there.
I did not.
And that's not yours, is it?
No, sir.
And that doesn't go to your dad's gun, does it?
No, sir.
So that is where he failed, correct?
From my memory, he fell a bit further, a bit
All right, go ahead.
after. So
You were closest to him.
yes, sir.
How did that get to be right there? Did you move it?
Then maybe when he took it out,
When did he take it out?
I don't know, but when he was on the ground, it was already in his hand.
Okay. Do you think maybe when he hit the ground, it came out of his pocket? You think that's possible?
I'm not sure.
Okay. He hit the ground pretty hard, did he not?
He did.
You were right there up on him.
So he fuck around, dropped the gun. I think that's what he's trying to allude to. If he did have a gun, when he fell, that bitch dropped. He hit the ground hard as a bitch. So he ain't have no gun in his motherfucking hand.
He hit the ground hard, did he not?
He did.
Okay. And he's already lost his shoe. You understand that?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Do you understand that? You want me to play the video again for you?
No, sir.
We know he lost his shoe because your mom brought it to your store, right? You were there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If I ask a question you don't understand, just ask me again.
Well, I didn't know he didn't have a shoe on.
I didn't ask that.
Okay.
We understand now he lost his shoe, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We understand now that 2 cell phones had flown off him in his haste to get away from you two, correct?
I saw him throw it, yes, sir.
Don't keep saying things.
But in the day, you said it flew off him. You didn't say throw, correct?
That day, yes, sir.
Okay. I know you don't say the day he threw it, but I'm talking about May 28, 2023. You said 2 things flew off of him.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we now know that in his haste to get away from you, he ran out of his sneaker, and now he's running up the road with 1 shoe on. In his haste to get away from you, he has dropped 2 cell phones. Because who do you know that throws cell phones away? You never know anything about that?
I do not.
Okay. So he's running away from you so hastily, he comes out of his shoe, drops 2 cell phones.
That boy
You
was,
two continue to chase him, correct?
that boy was scared to death, man. Like, Shorty was scared as a motherfucker, man. And I think that's the that's what the prosecution is trying to nail to the jury. This little kid, regardless if he had a gun or not, was scared as a motherfucker. You got two grown ass men. This dude is 5'11". Shorty was 95 pounds or some shit like that. Yo, 5'11", 200 pounds. Chasing this kid. In his mind, he don't even know what the fuck y'all chasing him for. He think y'all might be trying to kill him. And fuck, he had his, he had every right to think that, because that's basically what the fuck y'all was trying to do. Kill him.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I
Did-
follow.
Follow. Why did you use that term?
Jason, follow.
Chase. Are you comfortable when I say chase?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You continue to chase him. And then the boy, the 14-year-old, 114-pound boy, hits the ground so hard. And you're hovering over him. And the light he hits so hard that light has come off of his gun. Why not just run back to the Shell station at that point and say, this is enough. We've gone way too far. Over $1 bottle of water. Why did you and your dad do that then?
So everything was happening fast.
Yeah.
So I caught up to him, and I see the gun,
Okay.
and then it's pointed at me. So
How many times did you
I
say
gotta go.
Oh, okay, well, I want to do that. Who did you tell that day that he pointed a gun at you?
Nobody.
I did not see the exact words, so
Not a
What am I
soul.
doing right now?
pointing at me.
Yeah. It's a very simple word, is it not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You never say pointed, you never use the term aim, did you not? Or you did you?
I did not. I did motion and pointing.
Never said point, never said aim. You said he pulled a gun, I saw a gun.
Yes, sir. I said those things.
Okay. English is your first language, correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you even say point, you use it all the time, do you not?
Yes, sir.
You understand the word aim, correct?
Yes, sir.
Did anybody stop you from using those words that day?
No, sir. They also did not ask me.
Did you have trouble volunteering that very important piece of information?
The first thing that came to my mind was he pulled it, and I
He
just
ain't
pointed.
pulled, that bitch dropped out of his pocket. That's what the
Could
fuck
it have come
happened.
out of his pocket when he took that violent fall to the ground?
Yep. That's just right.
I
That's what
believe he
happened.
took it out.
Could it have come out of his pocket when he took that violent hit on the ground that dislodged the flashlight from his gun?
I'm not sure.
That's
Could it have fallen out of his pocket after you chased him 130 yards and he hit the ground, wounding his shin, dislodging that light from his gun? Could it have come out of his pocket at that point?
It could have.
Okay.
That's
You never
exactly,
saw it before he fell, correct?
that's exactly what happened.
The gun.
You never saw that gun before he fell, correct?
No, sir.
All right. The first time you're even aware of it is when you're right on top of him and he's hurt himself and he's lying on the ground face down, correct?
Yes, sir.
And where's your dad?
I'm not sure. He's behind me. That's
2
all.
to 30 feet behind you, maybe?
I'm not sure.
Would it surprise you? You said before that he was 2 to 3 feet behind you.
I don't remember.
Would it surprise you? Do you deny saying that?
I don't remember saying that.
Do you deny saying that?
I just don't remember saying that.
Do you deny saying that he was 2 to 3 feet behind you?
Damn. So that's what the fuck happened.
I'm not sure.
The gun fell out and fucking Pop shot his ass. Chased that boy for no reason. He falls and Pop shot him. That's what happened. The gun fell out and he shot him. Man. Killed him.
How far away do you think you were him when he fell to the ground, when you first saw the gun?
From young man.
Yes, sir.
You say you was over top of him.
More than like 10 feet. Yeah.
Okay. Your dad was 10 feet?
But
10 feet from
or
Cyrus?
I was from him, or
You were 10 feet from Cyrus when he fell?
when he tripped?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. He was ahead of me.
Okay. But then you got right up on him, is what you testified to.
Yes, sir. And then I caught up to him. Yes, sir.
Okay. You were right up on him, is I think what you
So you standing over top of him.
arm length. How far was your dad from you at that point?
I'm not sure. I did not look back.
Okay. Would you say, do you remember saying that he was maybe 5 to 10 feet from Cyrus?
At what point?
You never get an interview saying that?
At what point was he at 5 to 10?
When Mr. Cyrus Carmack belt was lying on the ground, you see the gun. Your arm's length, how far is that?
I'm not completely sure.
All right, let me see if you recognize making any statements. Start here. Okay. You do not deny making those statements?
I do not know.
Okay. So, you previously told or indicated that
I took his ass on stand for 3 days.
you were maybe 2 feet from him when you first saw the gun.
That is what I said.
I'm asking you, I mean,
I
do you ever get an interview when Mr. Jordan, Investigator Jordan?
So, I was told by Mr. Kent that I can only say what I saw that day, and I did not know. My dad was behind me. I did not know.
Okay, why? Remember when Investigator Jordan, how many feet do you think your dad was from Cyrus that you got to give us?
Your Honor, I'm not object, he didn't get the last word yes, and we told him not to speculate.
Defense like, all right, man. Defense like, man, he was killing him on the stand. We got to do something. We got to find some way to object to this shit. They should have, man, the defense not doing good. They should have been trying to stall tactics, trying to make the prosecutor forget what he going to say. Objection just for no reason, even though you know it's going to get overruled. Like, that's what the defense should have been doing. During this questioning. Fuck that. Just make leading. Just make up something. Shit, you heard me. Just to try to stall him out. Hopefully he forget. Make him change course or something. He probably get on. He's killing my fucking witness, Sean. God damn, he's fucking killing him. He gonna have to testify too. He probably.
How far you have to guess from Cyrus with your father? You don't deny him asking it, right? You don't deny saying it'd be like 5 to 10 feet. You don't deny it.
So I would be guessing where he was.
For real though, kid, gotta say something.
You would have seen him. How could you have guessed the distance if you didn't see him?
I did not see
Well,
him.
you just testified a minute ago with your lawyer that when you saw the gun, you looked up, turned towards your dad, and said, he's got a gun. Did you not testify with Mr. Kent about that?
I thought the question was when I was next to the young man, I saw
That's when
the
you saw
gun.
the gun.
Yes, sir. So
And
then
then you check- Go ahead.
I see the gun and it points up at me. So I put my hands up. And I see he has a gun, still facing. And then I'm backing up at this point. And then I turn and I see my dad.
Oh, so now there's a lot more time than I thought between these events. So now your testimony is, you're right up on top of him. He's falling. Okay, stop me if I'm wrong. Okay, I'm just trying to repeat what I think you just said.
Okay.
You're right on top of him. You see a gun. You don't know where your dad is right now, correct?
Yes, correct.
So how many seconds does it take for you to go, whoa, 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 back up, and say, he's got a gun?
Well, it'd be he has got a gun, and then I turn to where you are now, and tell my dad he has a gun.
He's got a gun.
And
When you're looking at your dad, how far away is he from Cyrus who's still on the ground? 5 to 10 feet?
I'd say closer to 10 feet. 10 feet.
Okay. Wonder why you said 5 to 10 when Investigator Jordan asked you that.
I learned that my perception of feet, how far long a foot was wrong.
Okay, so over 3 years, you've learned about 12 inches and what it means to be 5 or 10 feet. You've learned the distance is better over 3 years. Is that what you're saying?
After I explained it.
Let me get this right, because I just want to be clear. He's still on the ground as you're running backwards?
No, he's getting up.
Okay.
And that's when he points the gun at me as he's getting up.
And still running? He continues to run.
He does continue to go forward, yes, sir.
What?
And so I guess
Hey, get the fuck out of here. Hey, get the fuck. Yo, that shit don't make no sense. Like, yo, do you hear yourself, bro? Yo, that makes 0 sense. Like 0 sense. He pointed the gun at you. You backed up. And he started taking off again. And, you know, get the fuck out of here, bro. You said you made y'all shot the boy in his back when he was on the ground, man. When he fell, the gun came out, y'all fucking shot him in the back, bro. He posed no threat to y'all. The gun probably wasn't even in his hand. More than likely, it wasn't in his hand.
that must mean that he's doing this.
Like a movie.
Not behind him, because I'm not
Look.
backing up.
Look
straight
at
backwards.
her. Look at her right here. Hold on, look at her face. Hold on, yo. Look at her. And she looking at this nigga like, yo, you fucked up. Just get off the stand. At this point, just get off the stand, man. He is killing you. Look at the judge. The judge. Hey, look at the judge, yo. It's like, man, this nigga lying like a motherfucker. I already charged his ass with contempt. The fuck? Purge. I already perjury. This already charged his ass with perjury, man. Because this motherfucker is sitting in my courtroom, wasting everybody's time, lying like shit. Wasting everybody's time, y'all. People got work in the morning and shit. People that took off. Y'all here wasting niggas' time and shit. Taxpayers' money on the line. Look at her.
Since I was running full
Hold on, let me
speed,
go back.
Okay, stop me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
I'm just trying to repeat what I think you just said.
Okay.
You're right on top of him. You see a gun. You don't know where your dad is right now, correct?
Yes, correct.
So how many seconds does it take for you to go, whoa, 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 back up, and say, he's got a gun?
Well, it'd be, he has got a gun, and then I turn to where you are now, and it's tell my dad he has a gun.
He's got a gun.
And
When you're looking at your
Look at
dad,
her.
how far away is he from Cyrus, who's still on the ground? 5 to 10 feet?
I'd say closer to 10 feet. 10 feet.
Okay. Wonder why you said 5 to 10 when Investigator Jordan asked you that.
I learned that my perception of feet, how far long a foot was wrong.
Okay, so over 3 years, you've learned about 12 inches and what it means to be 5 or 10 feet. You've learned distance is better over 3 years. Is that what you're saying?
After I explained it,
Let me get this right, because I just want to be clear. He's still on the ground as you're running backwards?
no, he's getting up.
Okay.
And that's when he points the gun at me
Yeah,
as he's getting
she
up.
wanna
He's still
laugh.
running? He continues to run?
She wanna laugh, but she can't. She gotta keep a straight face.
He does continue to go forward, yes, sir.
Okay. And so I guess that must mean that he's
Look, she did laugh. Look, she did laugh. I knew she wanted to laugh. You gotta laugh. Yo, he is destroying him, man. She did. She looked at the judge and laughed. Like, yo, what the fuck? Get this nigga out of here. He holding up the court proceedings. Let's move on. Like, he done destroyed his credibility. She couldn't help it, yo. You know, she ain't even supposed to be doing that. She couldn't help it, though. It was too funny.
Let me get this right, because I just want to be clear. He's still on the ground as you're running backwards?
No, he's getting up.
Okay.
And that's when he points the gun at me as he's getting up.
And still running? He continues to run?
He does continue to go forward, yes, sir.
Okay. And so I guess that must mean that he's doing this.
Not behind him, because I'm not backing up straight backwards.
How are you backing up?
Since I was running full speed,
Uh-huh.
I slow down. I'm maybe arm's length away, and then I see the gun, and I start to back up. I start to go out this way.
Okay. Stepping down, stakes number 26. All right. Yes, can I have the witness just step down and just explain real quick? You recognize what we're looking at, stage 26?
Yes, sir.
All right, show us where he, and I want you to, as best you can, put the tip of that on the exact spot where he fell.
It would be right here.
Okay. Right there. That's about what that calculator sound, correct?
I believe the calculator is
All right, I put it with me. Show me where you're going. Right there. Okay. And you're right up on top of him. Go ahead. You're right up on top of him when you see the gun right there.
Yes, sir.
Show us the direction you backed up in.
So I come in and I back out with the legs.
Why would you back up further towards the road instead of back to safety where the Park Lane
Why would you back?
Because my momentum's taking me.
Why the fuck would you back toward the way he's running? He's running that way. So why the fuck? If you chasing him from this direction, going here, why would you back up this way when you know that's where he's trying to go? It don't even make sense. You would back closer towards safety, like he said, toward the shop. The shop is your safe zone. You wouldn't go further into danger.
Well, your momentum, you said you stopped right over him. You're right on top of him. How'd you have momentum if you were in stopping position?
Well, I didn't come to a full stop. I came in, slowed down, and I see the gun, and I said, come out this way. And then so I turned around here, and I see my dad, and then...
Wait. Slow down. Slow down. He hits the ground.
Where was your dad
How
at?
long was he down on the ground?
Maybe 1 or 2 seconds.
1 or 2 seconds. And you're right on top of him, is what you testified to, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Right on top of him while you're moving past him, or I don't understand. Because I understood that you stopped right beside him. You're an arm's length away from him, is what you said prior.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you stopped.
So I came in, and then, I didn't come to a full stop right here, and then started to go.
Well, he's on the ground. Okay, so you're explaining he hits the ground, you just kind of keep running past him.
I keep coming up here, and then he starts to get up.
Okay.
And then he points the gun at me, and so I continue that.
No. So basically, you had to stop on the dime. And at 200 pounds, 5'11", I don't think you stopping on the dime, my nigga. You ain't. No, that ain't what happened. Shorty fell. He started stopping, like he started slowing down, like up here. And he got close enough to get up on. Ain't no way it happened like that, bro. You running full speed at 5'11", 200 pounds. You're not stopping and then backing up like that. No, hell no. You slowed down right here, got up on him, and y'all fucking killed him. There was no him pulling the gun out and you backing up that way. Nah, that shit ain't happen, man.
If he's pointing the gun at you, he's trying to move this way. Why are you backing up in the same direction he's moving?
Look, I just said that.
Why not go back this way? If you just approached the man with a gun, why are you backing up in the same direction and travel as he's
It don't make
I don't
sense.
understand.
Well, my momentum just taking me that way.
But you already said you stopped right beside him when he hit the ground.
So you ain't got no
I didn't
momentum.
come to a full stop.
All right, so let me get this straight. You're running forward here, correct?
Full sprint.
Okay. And you slow down and suddenly you're backpedaling. How'd you do that?
I told you.
How'd you go from sprint to
That shit told me you can't do that, bro. Now that's your weight and height. You can't do that, bro. It's not physically possible for you. Like, it ain't like you Lamar Jackson. You ain't no fucking football player. You ain't got torque, nigga. that nigga don't be in the gym practicing this torque. What the fuck is you doing? You can't do that, bro. It's not physically possible for you to move that way. That's crazy. The prosecutor all this shit. 'Cause that's exactly what he said. Exactly what I said. I would say. Because it don't make sense.
backpedaling without stopping. Can you demonstrate that?
Sure.
You can go from a dead sprint to a backpedal without stopping?
Well, no, I just slowed down.
Okay, so you can go from a sprint to
You'll
slow
fall.
down to backpedal.
Yes, sir.
You would fall, bro.
Do we have enough room for you to do that? I've never seen that done.
Yeah, you asked what can he
Is
do
that
it?
something you practice?
Hey, yo, fuck no. Do we have enough room? Can you do that? Like, I want to see him do it too. Yo, please let the judge allow him to demonstrate this. I swear, I want to see it done because I don't think he can do it either. I don't even think I could do it at this age. He feel me? Like, yo, I want to see him do it. Yo, please, judge. Oh, all right. Yo, the judge asked the yo, please allow him to demonstrate this move. For real. I gotta see it. Hey, yo, fuck no. We gotta go back again, yo. Yo, this prosecution is cooking him, man.
dead sprint to a back pedal without stopping?
Well, no, I slowed down.
Okay, so you can go from a sprint to slow down to back pedal.
Yes, sir.
Can you give enough room for you to do that? I've never seen that done. No? Is that something you practice?
No.
You're describing as a full sprint, slow down, and suddenly you're backpedaling up the road. Is that your testimony?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Cyrus is trying to go, but he's continuing to
Yo, fuck no, yo.
And you remember, all right, so you back up here, you don't deny that you said you turned to look at your dad and said he has a gun.
Yes, sir.
Now, put the pointer where your dad was saying when you first told him, you turned around and looked at your dad.
You said you practiced that?
I'm done around this spot.
You practiced that?
Right about that. And that's about what that case is found.
Yes, sir. And then Cyrus was up already on his feet and out this way.
Okay, Cyrus is continuing trying to get it over. And it's your testimony that as he's running, he's doing that to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you're running with him, kind of. I mean, he's running that way, you're backing up with him.
Yes, sir. But kind of like going away from him.
Okay, well, you just said when you're backpedaling, you're going up Springtree, away from Park Lane, right?
It'd be this way.
Okay, but are you going towards Park Lane when you're backing up? Or up, closer to
Yeah. Yes, I'll be going up.
Okay, well, that's what I'm asking. Cyrus is going up Springtree too, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you're going up Springtree, correct? That's what you just said.
Yes, sir.
Right? So he's running, and you're backpedaling beside him. He's running with the gun the whole time. That's what your testimony is, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can have seats.
Hey, no more questions, man.
Your dad's standing back there going, what the hell is going on? Why is my son backpedaling with this guy aiming a gun at him, right?
I'm not sure what he was doing.
Have you ever seen anything like that before? One man running down the road aiming a gun at somebody, another guy jogging beside him?
I mean, it would be about, like, there's a good distance between us. I'm not, like, right next to him.
Okay, all right, so how far did you back off of him at that point?
About maybe 20 feet away now.
20 feet
since
away
we're
from him.
going away from each other.
Okay, but you're both moving up Springtree away from Park Lane. You and
Up
Cyrus.
Springtree and away from each other.
Okay. And there's trees in between you and Cyrus at this point, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and he's trying to get towards those apartments, is he not?
I'm not sure what he was.
Which direction, one more time, Andy, which direction is he going? Is he going towards Park Lane or up Springtree?
He was going up Springtree.
Okay, and what's the name of Springtree?
Some apartments.
But is there any doubt he was trying to get away from you two?
I don't know what he was thinking. What he was.
Was he running toward you or away from you?
I was running away from him. Now that
Let me
he's
ask you
pointing a gun
something.
at
Let
me.
me ask you, I'm gonna make this really quick for you, step by step.
Okay.
When y'all left the Shell station, was he trying to get away from you two?
I'm not sure why he ran.
Did he ever stop and ask to shake your hand?
No, sir.
Did he ever run towards you?
No, sir.
Okay. He was running away from you, right, Andy?
I can't speak for him.
Was he running towards you?
No, sir.
Was he running away from you?
Um,
It's not a hard question.
I guess not to me, yes, sir. He was
He was trying to get away from where you were, correct?
could be.
It could be. You and your dad are yelling at him and running after him.
I did not. Outside of the store, I did not yell at him.
You yelled at him in the store.
Well, I called out to him, hey,
And your dad yelled to him when you got out of the store.
and my dad called out hey to him.
And he ran away from you.
Okay, yes, sir.
I know, I'm asking you. This is your chance to answer my questions, and they're not hard, are they?
It shouldn't
He
be.
ran away from you.
If he's telling the truth, these would be easy questions. Like, if he's telling the truth, these should be very easy questions. Man. But for some reason, he's struggling with them.
And your father, did he not?
He did run away from me.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
At any point did he turn and engage with you? You understand that word?
He did not.
Okay. At any point did he stop and turn towards your dad and pull out a gun in the store?
Towards my dad, no, sir.
Did he do that to you in the store?
No, sir.
Did he do that when y'all chased him into Springtree? Did he turn around before y'all left the parking lot and point a gun at you?
No, sir.
But you continued to chase him, though, didn't you? And you actually called up to him you called up to him twice, which you said your statement roadside, right?
Yes, sir.
What does that mean? What was the first time you called up with him?
I'm not completely sure.
Okay. So you catch up with him, and then he keeps going, and then he falls, and then you catch up with him again, and that's when the gun thing happens, right?
Yes, sir. He pointed the gun at me.
Okay. And you said he fell, he took 1 or 2 steps after he got shot and fell down?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Or he kind of ducks to the ground and stays on the ground.
Okay. But you testified he took 1 to 2 steps after he was shot and fell to the ground.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me see stage 32. So where we see Cyrus here, pretty much where he got shot, right?
Yes, sir. Or,
What?
that's when I see him, and he takes 1, 2 steps and then falls. That's not where he got shot right there.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
You must have got shot somewhere in here, right? If you take 1 to 2 steps and then falls.
I think it'd be a bit further left.
I just take big steps.
Well, it's not exact. I didn't look at him immediately, so there could be steps before those first 2 steps I saw.
Your testimony before, he got shot, took 1, maybe 2 steps, and then fell. Do you deny that?
My testimony is I saw my dad fire the shot, and I turned to him, and I see he takes 1, 2 steps. And
You given statements before? Sir,
Oh, sorry. What was?
have you spoken with investigator Jordan?
Yes, sir.
Did you not tell him he took 1, maybe 2 steps, and then fell?
I believe I did. I believe I did.
Okay. Are you changing your testimony today for any reason, or do you stand by that statement?
No, that's exactly how he answered the question. He mischaracterized what the witness said. He answered it exactly as the solicitor just asked the second time.
Overruled. Not making the witness answer.
But the judge loved it. The judge like, man, fuck no. This man cooking. You feel? Everybody likes to watch, you know, a good lawyer or a good prosecutor work. I ain't gonna lie. He cooking. He like, man, fuck no. We're not objecting to nothing. You feel me? Keep that shit going, sir. That's fucked up, but that's what's going on right now. I think everybody's in courtroom like, damn, what are you gonna do next? The jury, the defense team, the fucking bailiff, the clerk, the judge, everybody just like, shit, he's fucking destroying this nigga. Like, fuck that. I want to see how far he take it. You know, sometimes you gotta see things through, man. And this is one of those times.
You previously said he gets shot, takes 1, maybe 2 steps, and then falls. Doesn't get back up, right?
I did say those words.
Okay. So tell me then about tell me when to stop, where he was when you remember him getting shot.
It will be about there.
There.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's 1 to 2 steps. He must have really been moving. He must have been moving pretty fast trying to get up that hill, if that's 1 to 2 steps carried that far, right?
Well, there would have been more steps before the 1 or 2 that I saw.
Listen, your prior testimony, I want to be very clear. Talk slow. Your prior testimony is this. He gets shot, takes 1 or 2 steps, and falls. Do you deny that?
No, sir.
Okay. We're clear on that now. We don't have to go back and forth on that anymore, do we?
Yes, sir.
Shot, 1 or 2 steps, falls. We're clear on that. Are we clear on that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me ask you again.
Show the diagram, man.
This is where you didn't move him, did you, after he fell to the ground? Did you drag him anywhere? You
No,
were
sir.
at?
Just flipped him.
Okay.
Oh,
Well
you-
then, this is
oh,
where
so
it
you did
came
touch
to rest time. Correct.
Yes, sir.
Where was he shot if it's 1 or 2 steps away?
Why you not showing the diagram?
It would be around there.
Okay, look at that. Look at that, Andy.
Yes, sir.
You're a
Why you not showing the diagram, man?
Division 1 level swimmer, right? What did you do, 150 meters?
Not Division 1, no, sir.
You know,
Just
the
high school,
Cannon
sir.
Academy, you were a swimmer there, all state?
Yes, sir.
You're familiar with distances, right?
In yards.
Just yards?
Yes, sir.
You're familiar too with my stride being what it is when I'm walking, but when I'm sprinting, I'm taking a lot bigger steps.
Yes, sir.
And he was really moving. If we are to understand that he shot right here, and that's 1 or 2 steps away, he must have been sprinting up that hill.
I mean, from that point, it was not 1 or 2 steps.
That's right. But I thought we were clear on that. We already said 1 or 2 steps after the shot. We got to clear that up.
I mean, I just been explaining to you what it was.
Yeah, I thought we were clear. He got shot, took 1 or 2 steps and fell, but maybe we weren't. Okay.
But I'm mad they ain't show the diagram, man. I want to see how far it was. I know your father probably like, son, what the fuck, son? You're killing me here. He probably saying it in Chinese. Yo, he is fucking his father defense all up. All up. Like, I don't even... Pop's gonna have to defend himself, man. If Pops want a chance at this trial, he's gonna, because his son just fucking destroyed his defense. Destroyed it. And I would bring him back up. If Pops testify, I would bring the son back up and make him and his motherfucking son go back and forth for what actually happened. That's what I would do if I was the prosecution. I sit him down with intent that we may call him back up. That's what I would do with him. So when the father testified, because the father's gonna have to testify, because the son just fucked him over, so he's gonna have to testify. Then I would bring the son back up and show the contradictions between the father's story and the son's story. That's what I would do if I was the prosecution. Nasty Fierce, what it do? Appreciate the 100.
1 or 2 steps fell. At this point, how far out into the road are you? You've already you're backpedaling up Springtree. I remember that. How far up in the middle of Springtree are you?
So the two lines in the middle of the road, I'm about on the right, about past it. Just a little bit.
Can I see the states 26 one more time, second? All right, we talked about this is about where he fell. Your dad was about right there when he fired the shot. We know he comes to rest and passes away somewhere right in this area, correct? Correct, Andy?
No, it'd be a bit further down.
Down
to the left.
Is that right?
And then to the left more.
Okay, over there?
It would be around there.
Okay. And so, your shot is back, you know that, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. He's right here, okay, when he shot. You're where now?
Would be at the double lines.
And you had a chance at this point to somehow get all the way back up here. How long did it take you to backpedal all that way?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Maybe.
How many seconds or how much time do you think passed between when you saw he had a gun, you start backpedaling, you yell to your dad, he's got a gun, you're still backpedaling, and then your dad fires a shot? How much time was that, you think?
Around 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Okay. When did Cyrus fire that gun?
He did not.
He had 10 seconds to fire the gun and he didn't?
Well, you said from when he
Yeah,
got to
he
the
did.
ground to when he was shot.
Yeah. 10 seconds?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in 10 seconds, he hits the ground, he's getting up, he's aiming at you, but he's continuing to move forward, and you're backpedaling with him up the road. 10 seconds, this is going on.
Listen to
Your
the
dad's
story.
watching from behind.
Hey, listen to the fucking story, yo. Yesterday he fell, got back up, aimed the gun, aimed the gun at you, and you backpedaling what? While he's running, you backpedaling the same direction he going. Get the fuck out of here, yo. It's just like a fucking cartoon or something, yo. That's like some shit that happened in Looney Tunes or fucking the Boondocks or something. I don't fucking know. Yo, that's not. Come on, bro. You know, good goddamn well that shit ain't happen like that. You know it ain't happen like that. At this point, he may have just come clean, yo. Like, fuck it, I lied. They got us. That's one of them situations. It's one of them situations where he's like, they got us, yo. We tried to keep the lie up for nothing else. We kept the lie going for years, Pops. The jig is up. The jig is up, yo. We shot the boy while he was laid face down on his back. We should have never chased him, yo. We made some mistakes, yo. And you gotta do life in prison now. Fuck it. Because this is why it doesn't pay to lie, yo. Because once you start telling a lie, you can't get back to. It's hard to get back to the truth. You understand? Like, if you just gonna go down this rabbit hole or this web of lies, and the story just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. like you said, Butter, they probably thought this shit was gonna be easy. They probably in their mind, I don't think they ever thought they was gonna run into this nigga. Cause he is destroying that man. Like destroying him. Yeah, he gotta keep telling the lies.
That all happens like within 10-second period of time.
Yes, and then after I see the gun, I say, "There's a gun, there's a gun."
That is
Probably
crazy.
5 seconds now.
Okay, the 10 seconds when we hit the ground, you see it.
That is crazy, Kid.
Yes, sir.
And then that pistol laid on the ground the entire time. I mean, I don't know if we need to watch it, but the body cam footage, it shows you and your dad kind of just walking around the scene and hanging out as law enforcement's looking up the area and everything. You remember that?
I was not walking around the scene.
You don't remember if I showed you some body cam footage? I mean, they caught me on the side of the road. You remember that?
I stayed out away from the scene.
Okay, well, I'm just telling you, but you were right around where the tack light and the shell casing were found, correct?
Yes, sir.
And, you know, people were walking up and down the road and all around the scene. Do you not remember that?
I do remember that.
And the Taurus pistol laid right there beside those trees the entire time. Unless somebody else moved it. Did you ever get to see you beside your dad?
I did not see it at all after it was tossed inside.
Even though it's right there by your feet?
When it's tossed? No,
Yeah,
sir.
it's right there.
I was going to go, man.
And then later, after each shot, your dad throws it out there kind of near where you were standing.
No, it was off to the side, and then I went over to the young man.
Okay, it's found right there. Have you ever seen this before? There's a pistol right there. And you guys are all walking around with and shit.
I'm in the parking lot. I'm in the parking lot. Yes, sir.
You're all over the scene in the body cam, walking around. They interviewed you down here by those two poles.
I did not walk around the scene.
Andy. One second. Well, a minute ago, too, you testified that as he's trying to run, you're backpedaling up with him. Your dad says, "Drop it." And he says, "No." Remember you testified to that, Mr. Smith? When have you ever said that? No, mischaracterization. That's not what the witness testified, but I'll let the witness correct me.
Yo, that is what he said. What you talking about? Defense? I heard him say it. That's exactly what he said.
What did you say? Did you not misremember that?
So what I said, my dad said?
No.
What
Just correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought I heard earlier, you told your dad, he's got a gun.
Yes, sir.
Your dad said, "Drop it." And Cyrus said, "No."
Oh, you didn't say that now.
I heard my dad say that, where he said, drop it,
Yeah.
and my dad said no. It was my dad that said that.
What?
And then he fired the shot.
Why did dad say no? I don't understand.
Hold the fuck up. Now Cyrus told your father to drop the gun? So that's the story now. Cyrus told Pops to drop the gun and Pops said no and shot him. Yeah, but you didn't testify to that, my nigga. Like, you see, he all confused now because he done told so many fucking lies, he can't even remember them. It's hard to remember a lie, man. That's why I don't lie. That's why I always try to be honest and truthful. I'm not even good at lying. I can't keep that shit up. I mean, that should have eat away at me, and I just lied to a motherfucker for no reason.
I'm not sure either.
Okay, so did you misspeak earlier? Did I misunderstand? I thought I heard you say Cyrus said no.
Maybe you misheard.
So Cyrus
I meant my dad said that.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Cyrus didn't say anything.
No, sir.
Okay.
Or I don't hear him say anything.
Okay. I must have been misheard. I'm sorry. Okay. Andy, there was nothing.
Yep, that's what he said, kid.
You were pretty certain that he took that one, weren't you?
I believe he stole it.
You were pretty certain that he did. I mean, why else would you have taken it? You weren't pretty sure.
I did believe that he had stolen something, yes, sir.
That you were pretty sure you did not, right?
Yes, sir. To say it that way.
But you're wrong.
Afterwards, I did learn he did not take it.
You were so sure that that day that you left your position at the cash register and you ran out of the store. You were that certain, were you not?
Yes, sir. Well, I mean, I walked up. I did not run into the store.
We're not gonna get back into
Okay.
We're not gonna get back into that. Like, yo, come on, bro. You ran out the store. Hey, yo, this prosecutor, this is a good ass prosecutor, man. I would be pissed to go up against y'all. Like, you gotta have a shark of a defense attorney to counter this guy. His conviction rate probably high as a bitch. They probably put their best prosecutor on y'all on this case. He got to be one of the best prosecutors in that office. Got to be. Like, this is top notch prosecution work right here. What he doing? Probably the best. I think the best that probably we have seen since I've been covering cases on YouTube. I'm trying to think. That prosecuting that Young Dolph case is kind of good too. But I think he got them. I think he got them beat.
I'm not gonna get it. But you were certain enough. You let up. We did that. You ran out. You were that certain that he had stolen, were you not?
I believed it, and when he ran, that's when I really believed that he had stolen something.
And you were dead wrong, weren't you?
I did learn that afterwards.
You were dead wrong, weren't you?
I was wrong.
And there was nothing to stop you, your dad, from calling 911 if you thought you had taken that bottle of water, was there? Nobody stopped you.
No, sir.
You had time to go back and review the video footage and realize you hadn't taken that water bottle, didn't you? You could have looked back at the video, reviewed it, and realized he hadn't taken it, could you not?
It's either I do that or go see where he was going.
Okay. But if you would have reviewed it, you would have realized I didn't have to leave the store the victim again.
I was not thinking that.
I'm not blaming you, I'm just asking, okay? There was nothing to stop you, your father, from going back, reviewing that footage, taking the time to do that, and realize he hadn't stolen anything. There's nothing to stop that, was there?
Nothing.
Okay. I'm not trying to be down, but there really wasn't anything to stop that, was there?
No, sir.
Could have taken the pictures. If he had some, let's say you did. You could put them up on the machine. You could have sent them out. And if this young man had taken that dollar bottle of water, we could have punished him, right? We could have. We could have done that. We could have blasted his image out and said, we're looking for this man. He's suspected of stealing a bottle of water. And we could have helped law enforcement try to identify him, right? We could have done that. But we did.
I did go out to help the law enforcement to see where he was going.
Don't keep saying that.
Thank you. That's all I want. Good shot.
Now, what the fuck is the defense? How is defense gonna clean up that mess? Like, yo, that was a mess. I probably would have just been like, any redirect? No. No. No, I want this nigga off the stand immediately. The fuck, I might try to go back and get everything he said stricken from the record. Hey, straight up, cause he destroyed y'all.
Andy, you've been on the stand for a while. I know it's a little stressful. I want you to take a breath for me. I'm going to ask you some questions, and first I want to go in, I guess it's hard getting peppered with questions to make sure your memory is perfect from 3 years ago. Is that a fair statement?
Yes, sir.
And the first thing you were getting yelled at about was that you had never given a statement about seeing him throw something. You remember those questions that they're like, you didn't say this, you didn't say this, you didn't say this. You remember that?
Yes, sir.
And if not mistaken, there are 4 times where you were asked on a body-worn camera,
Yes, sir.
in store, then you were interviewed, and then you had formally given testimony all about something being thrown. You remember that?
Yes, sir.
So first, let's talk about on scene. When we're on scene with the body worn camera, the first time, you see highlighted what you told the officer?
Yes, sir.
What did you tell the officer on scene?
He had threw stuff out at the corner right there, and he was running back down this way, and I caught up to him once, and then he kept going.
So first, and it's been suggested that you didn't say it, didn't see it, but on scene first time, one time, he threw something,
Yes, sir.
right? And then they talked about an interview in the store. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
I
Looking
mean,
at
banging
line
like a
28
bitch.
in the store, what did you say in the store?
Oh, I saw him throw something out at the corner down there.
So number two. Second time now. Then they asked you about a later interview.
That don't mean he ain't lie, yo.
You want to do an interview with law enforcement they were asking you about?
This is all he could do is make him reread. I told you it's really nothing he could do. You know, to counter that rebuttal. It's nothing he could do. So all he's doing now is just reread everything you said. Fuck it. this is all we need, just to get it on the record further. Just reread everything you said originally, y'all, because you can't really. Don't you know how the other day when we watched this, I was able to say what the defense needed to do? What case was that? Was it this case? Oh yeah. What the prosecution needed to do with that witness. In this case, right now, it ain't really nothing he can do. That rebuttal was magnificent. So all he can do at this point is just repeat everything you told the police. Fuck it. Because what else can you fucking do? Like, this nigga just destroyed your credibility.
Started sprinting, just myself.
Yeah, read it to yourself. Remember that? Third time now, you told law enforcement that you saw him throw something.
Yes, sir.
Is that a yes?
Yes, sir.
And then you formally testified a fourth time under oath. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
What was your testimony then?
Wait, read it.
Yeah.
I get to the bottom of the parking lot before the road, and I had seen him throw 2 cell phones out, and so I stopped to look at what he had thrown.
And so when you were being asked questions just now on cross-examination, you kept trying to tell the solicitor, I said he threw these, remember?
Yes, sir.
And you were saying, no, you didn't. Is that fair statement?
Yes, sir.
I just showed you 4 separate times as close to the incident, so you were correct in what you were saying.
Objection, Your Honor. Sustained.
It is hard being up there being cross-examined about your memory. Is that a fair statement?
Yes, sir.
The solicitor was asking you a lot of questions, but one of the things that were clear on, there was a gun pointed in your face that day.
Yes, sir.
Questions were being asked of you, embarrassed and so forth, but there's questions asked to you
Yeah, yo, that's one thing, kid, you right.
about how you.
There's one thing about the truth. The truth don't change, man. The truth don't change. You don't need to add nothing to it. You don't need to take it away. Just tell it how it is. And it may be a few things, over the years that you may remember or not remember. But yo, the story that he told and the story that just got exposed by the prosecution is 2 totally different stories. There's no way both of them is true. Ain't no way. Yo, the man said he fell to the ground hard as a bitch. Y'all seen the scars on his legs. It probably was a struggle to even get up after that fall. On your shin? Man, what? You know what, man? Them motherfucking shin bruises hurt like a bitch. You ever just hit your shin up against a step or door or something? Nigga, that shit damn near knock you down. We talking about a situation where Shorty's running full speed, fell right on his shin, both of them. Huge scars on his shin. He supposed to got right back up, pointed the gun at you, while you running the same direction he running, Like, man, come on, that shit don't make sense, bro. It don't make sense. Andy.
Were running and came to a stop. First, I want you to tell the jury again what happened from the point in time when you were running and caught up. Tell the jury again.
Okay, so I caught up to, so he had fallen on his on a flat, and so I was running full speed, and I catch up to him.
Let me stop you right there. Running flat. Just flat down. You on his stomach?
Yes, sir.
Which way? Can you have him facing you, or let's have him facing this way? Just for example, lay flat that way, Crow. Just flat down. Sorry about that. Okay, and so he's laying flat down.
So he gonna try to
Correct?
demonstrate it.
And you said you were running up to him.
Yes, sir.
And then what happened? You slowed down immediately?
I slowed down coming to the curb,
Uh-huh.
and then I see there's something in his hand,
Uh-huh.
and when I get closer, yeah, he's starting to get up,
Okay.
and he points the gun over at me.
All right. And so you're going, and so the question, of course, from the solicitor is, how can you stop and start going this way? You were talking about momentum?
Yes, sir.
So it's something like that, right?
Yes, sir.
Fuck no.
No, sir.
Hell
So
no,
your testimony is you're going full
no. He said he was standing over top of him. He said he was standing over top of him, bro. Which means he had to be running full speed, make a complete stop, and backpedal the other direction. And more than likely, he's Asian. You black. You got a way different level of athleticism than he does, man. Naturally. Yo, hey, it's a good attempt though. You guys, salute to yo. That was a hell of an attempt right there. But that's not what he said, bro.
just flat down. You on his stomach?
Yes, sir.
Which way? Can you have him facing you, or let's have him facing this way? Just for example, lay flat that way, Crow. Just flat down. Sorry about that. Okay.
And you're
so
not running
he's laying
full
flat down,
speed
correct?
Yes, sir.
And you said you were running up to him.
Yes, sir.
And then what happened? You slowed down immediately?
I slowed down coming to the curb,
Uh-huh.
and then I see there's something in his hand,
Uh-huh.
and when I get closer, and he's starting to get up,
Okay.
and he points the gun over at me.
All right. And so you're going, and so the question, of course, from the solicitor is, how can you stop and start going this way? You were talking about momentum?
Yes, sir.
So it's something like that, right?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Did that seem impossible?
No, sir.
And so your testimony is you were going full speed.
That was a good try.
Someone starts to stand up, and then your momentum, because you see what's going on.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Did that seem possible just now?
No, sir.
Was a gun pointed in your face?
Yes, sir.
How did it make you feel? And all this other stuff, all these back and forth, how did it make you feel when a gun was pointed directly in your face?
I was terrified.
Terrified that what was going to happen?
I would die.
And what did you do? Who did you yell to?
I yelled to my dad.
And what were you yelling to your dad?
He's got a gun. He's got a gun.
And your dad, wherever he was, what was he yelling?
Drop it. Drop it. And no.
And what was Cyrus doing?
Pointing the gun at me. And running.
Is that about right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. No further questions.
Who put you and your father in that position? Who put you and your father at that location on Spring Tree Drive?
I put myself there.
Okay. Who put your dad there? Did you drag him along? Did anybody make your dad go up the hill 130 yards from your store, leaving the cash register unmanned? Who made him go up there 130 yards away?
Can I say what he?
Who made him go up there?
I don't know if I can.
I'm asking you a very. Did you make him go in there?
I
Did you drag him
myself
up
did not make him go.
there? Was he up there against his will? Did somebody drag your dad from his office all the way up that road to where Cyrus Carmack Belton was shot and killed?
No, sir.
Who drug him up there?
I would say just himself.
He ran himself up there, did he not?
That's what I saw seen. Yes, sir.
Is there a reason you can't answer my question with a yes or no? I mean,
Because I was told I can't testify for someone else or say.
you can say everything you saw and you know to be true.
Okay, yes, sir.
Okay, and the judge will correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how I've always understood it. Witness testifying. Do you have any reason to believe that your dad was up there against his will?
No, sir.
Okay. He voluntarily ran up Springtree Drive to where Cyrus Carmack Belton was shot, correct?
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
And nobody stopped him from calling 911, to your knowledge.
No, sir.
Nobody stopped him from printing up these pictures of Mr. Belton, correct?
To my knowledge, no, sir.
Nobody made him leave the Shell gas station that day, right?
No, to my knowledge, no, sir.
He did it on his own, with his own free will, correct?
Yes, sir.
The shooting doesn't happen if everybody stays in the Shell gas station that day, correct?
Everyone? Yes, sir.
It doesn't happen, correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm correct in saying that is what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Shooting doesn't happen if everybody stays put in the Shell gas station, correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Anything else briefly? It doesn't happen if Cyrus doesn't put a gun to you either, correct?
Correct.
Thank you. No further questions.
You don't even know there's a gun and you stay in the gas station! That's right? Your Honor. You don't know he's got a gun if you stay put in the Shell gas station, correct?
Damn, that nigga flipped the fuck out. Hold up. He'll probably, hold on. What the fuck just happened? Yo, he just went the fuck off.
I'm correct in saying that is what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Shooting doesn't happen if everybody stays put in the Shell gas station, correct?
Yes,
The
sir.
judge is like, oh, where the fuck that come from? He probably mad because you know he's lying. Yo, don't nobody like being lied to, man.
It doesn't happen if Cyrus doesn't put a gun to you either, correct?
Correct.
Thank you. No further questions.
You don't even know there's a gun if you stay in the gas station! That's right? Your Honor. You don't know he's got a gun if you stay put in the Shell gas station, correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm correct.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right, you step down, sir.
Thanks. Damn, he finished with a bang.
I think now we get time to break for lunch. Ladies and gentlemen, break for lunch. Again, don't discuss the case, don't do any research, anything of that nature. Avoid any media publications with regard to it.
Nigga probably like, damn, son. Fuck. Should have never got you in this shit. Should have stayed your ass at the gas station like the lawyer just said, man. That's where the fuck they should have stayed at. In the gas station. Yeah, that prosecutor put together a fucking masterpiece. For real. Fuck my man post. Fuck you talking about. I want to look into Jacksonville man found guilty in multiple Tallahassee burglaries has been sentenced to life in prison. Life on burglary charges, yo? We gotta look into this. Hold the fuck up. Life for burglary? Tallahassee man sentenced to life in prison on burglary charges. I don't know. We gotta look into that another time. Cause that don't even make sense. Life is not 20 years. It's a damn shame that people still think life is 20 years. Yo, life ain't been 20 years since or 25 years since the 90s.
bringing people on because I wanted to find out who killed Tupac. So I brought on Freeway Rick Ross. I don't know what it was, probably 10 years ago. I did podcast 2 times with him. And he came on and we spoke, and your name came up. Because in the lawsuit, he tried to sue you twice. I've never seen somebody try to sue somebody twice. That at the end, is it true that at the end of the lawsuit, he had to pay for your legal fees?
He wasted a lot of people's time. I hope he's coping with the crack addiction that he's been dealing with this whole time, and I hope your listeners, I hope you didn't disappoint your listeners listening to that. I just hope, man, you gotta maintain a certain level of quality, and you've allowed it to dip to a few times.
Putting him on.
I mean, you should go and look at your ratings. Pull up the ratings.
Ross, type in YouTube Rick Ross, Bet David. Let's see how he performed. I don't know actually how he performed, but let's look it up.
Let's look it up.
Type in Bet David and Rick Ross. Watch the cult guy come up first. 1.6 million.
The cult guy, you could.
Yeah, but right there, that's Freeway Rick Ross was what, 6 years ago? Click on that. I think it performed pretty well. It did okay. 1.6 million. You want to go to the comment section? Let's see what the audience said. So I'm trying to see. I'm giving you my last alley hoop, and I'm trying to see what you're going to do with this one.
It's not an alley hoop. This is.
If you don't respect everyone, then you're disrespecting yourself.
This is.
I feel like this man.
Informant / crackhead.
Was he the reason why you named yourself what you named yourself, or not at all? Was there any influence there?
He's a crackhead. What are you talking about? Pull up crack. Pull up smoking crack. Freeway smoking crack. That's what you should be talking about.
Yeah, look, yo, you stole the nigga name. How you gonna talk this bad about the nigga? Like, you stole the nigga name, bro. I mean, like, sister should have killed me with Rick Ross. Or Ricky Rose, whatever you want to call him. Like, instead of just keeping this shit real, he do things like this. Like, you can't steal a man's name and then call him a crackhead and talk about his crack addiction. And I mean, like, I don't understand how to do. Won't you change your name? Well, he did change his name. It's Ricky Rose now, but maybe should have did some more research on the man before you took his name.
Well, on your, you let me down. You're disappointing me because where's the crack? Pull it up. I don't see it. Pull up the headlines.
Say now we're back in the days. Because we know back in the days he had issues.
We don't know nothing. I'm asking to pull it up. So when he sued me, he had to admit the facts about him being an informant, cooperating with this and that.
We know that. We talked about that. That's not something that...
I told you, I think a lot of them early drug dealers was working with the feds, yo. I told y'all that. We talked about the nigga from New York. You got free Ricky Rose in motherfucking Cali. I think a lot of them motherfuckers are working with the government. Yo, that's the only way they can push that shit into our neighborhoods. That's the only way they could facilitate this master plan of destroying the black community with drugs, is if they had some niggas that was willing to do it for them. Whether it was directly or indirectly. Some of them it was directly. They knew what was going on. But some of them was indirectly. Same shit with the gangs.
Why you're not? That's what people.
Oh, that was the conversation. No, and we talked. That's why the interview did well, because we specifically talked about that. You had a big role in
You ain't mentioning it to me.
Oh,
that
no.
He was
The question I asked
that he was abusing crack.
Yeah,
I'm sure he came and lied to you and told you he made $3 million a day, and he never did. He ever show you a home?
No.
Did he ever show you a home? Did he show you his car collection? No. Did he show you his watch collection? What the $3 million a day? Where was it going to? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This PBD. Your listeners deserve better. This is Ricky Rose.
Did he at all inspire the name, though? That's the only question.
I thought I've answered that 3 times.
I don't think you did. I think you went to crack, and I know he had the crack issue.
Why would a crackhead?
Introduce it to a lot of young kids, and it was a bad thing.
Why would a crackhead inspire the boss, Rick Ross, to want to be the informant. That's not, no, that's why the lawsuit failed,
So the
bro.
two of you guys have never spoken one-on-one.
Brother, you lowering the standards of the interview now. We can't focus on crack.
If I ran a poll,
We can't focus on crack. I have a car show coming out that's so huge. My dentist, shout out to Dr. Mario Montoya. You know, there's people out here that Freeway Rick Ross, he could have used a teeth cleaning. Did you offer him a teeth cleaner?
I should have.
Heavy plaque.
You think so?
Oh man, that's what I'm trying to tell you. And
But you guys never met.
I got a dentist office. We actually was during the lawsuit. Yeah, he reached out to shake my hand and I didn't shake his hand. He said it in the interview.
He said he called you in 08, and he said sometime you guys
He never
called.
called me.
He said, and you offered to help him or something like that.
Let's stop. Big cap. If I offered to help him, why would he sue and not get nothing?
At a period of my life that I kept bringing people on because
I don't know. Y'all familiar with Funny Mike? The little kids that used to be with Funny Mike, one of them niggas got killed in I think in Baton Rouge.
Miss me with them comments and stuff saying you failed these kids. Y'all don't know. With Tyron, let's speak about Tyron. Every time Tyron come, y'all seen Tyron come and go. Tyron was always the homesick one. I want to go back home, like, as a kid. But like as he got older, like his want to come back this way wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like. It wasn't a desire, like he, like, you know, Mac, I talk to him here and there, and Mac, I come, but he never really, like, let me just be flat out, Tyrone was thugging, bro. You know, his parents tried their best and stuff, but, you know, you can't make a kid obey. You can't make a kid do X, Y, Z, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say he was just flat out but he was thugging. He was, like, in the streets doing his own thing, you know, so, and with thugging, it's consequences, you know. And I just got to be real because I owe the viewers explanation. And like I said, his parents tried, his grandmas tried and stuff. But you know, kids grow up and they brain take another route. So miss me with.
Yeah, you really can't. You really can't. Streets undefeated, man. Streets is undefeated. I haven't got on Kevin Hart yet for his whole, you know, his defense of that roast.
There are a lot of people who do not like the way this is being handled. You know what this is really about? Black people don't like to see black subjugated to anything. There's no culture that should overtake your duty as a black person. Black comedy. People are going to ask, which culture?
Right, your race supposed to be first. That's how we used to be as a community, man. I don't know when people started putting that individual. I think money did that, man. Money changed things. You know, but people used to put the struggle or, you know, black liberation at the top. Now everybody got their own individual motives and own individual aspirations, and the hope for the people became secondary or third. And that's the issue with, you know, what's going on right now, man. People didn't got detached from the movement because they got money now or they want clout.
More important, the black or the comedy? Black police officer, which culture is more important? The black or the police officer? If you are saying I am blue before I am black, then that means a nigga is going to get punched in his fucking face. or a black man as a black woman is going to be abused because you are in the middle of a culture that can be dangerous to black people, and you ain't gonna say nothing because you blue and not black. We're gonna talk later about Abdul Carter and Jackson Dart and the sanctity of the NFL locker room. Are you an NFL player, or are you a black NFL player that will stand in the gap against racism or racist policies? Will you disturb the sanctity of the locker room, the culture of the NFL, for your blackness? If you do not do that, black people feel unprotected by you. And if they feel unprotected by you, they feel like they cannot trust you. And if they cannot trust you, they'll find somebody else that they trust to support. So the question in all of this stuff.
See, but the problem is that we don't be finding these people. We be giving these people. That's the problem. The problem is we don't pick our own people we ought to put into the limelight.
Black comic, what's more important, the black or the comic? Because if there are rules in comedy that make black people feel less protected, less seen, more exposed, then people are going to be like, fuck your jokes. And that's fair. But when people are asking them, it's important that people know, that Kevin Hart or anyone else, that they're not asking these questions like with an objective view of the lens of freedom of speech in America. They're asking these questions in context. And the context is 400 plus years of some of the worst torture, degradation, and disenfranchisement in the history of the world. And it's difficult to put that to the side for a laugh. There are a lot of people.
Yeah, he explained that shit great. It's a great way of explaining it. Because that's exactly the truth. So y'all see what's going on with Tony Busby and Jay-Z? Jay-Z is still suing Tony Busby. Even though I remember a while ago, Tony Busby tried to make it seem like him and Jay-Z came to some type of motherfucking agreement. But they haven't. So this is where we at right now. A secret audio recording, an alleged fake death threat, and a multi-million-dollar corporate collapse are at the center of Jay-Z's latest legal counterattack. Last week, the music mogul's legal team filed a motion in federal court asking to submit an updated third amended complaint against Texas attorney Tony Busby. Private investigator David Fortney, Curtis, and Jane Doe. Jay-Z is demanding $190 million in damages, arguing that the original sexual assault lawsuit against him was actually a highly organized extortion plot meant to force a massive payout. He is also using a New York law that could triple those damages if the court finds that Busby intentionally lied to judges. A central piece of the evidence in the new filing involves a recorded conversation that took place in February 2025, just a week after Jane Doe voluntarily dismissed her initial lawsuit with prejudice. According to the court papers, Doe admitted during this recorded interview that Jay-Z never sexually assaulted her. We covered all of this. And stated that Busby brought Jay-Z into it to inflate the value of the case. This claim aligns with separate audio obtained by Rolling Stone from February 21st, 2025, where private investigators visited Doe at her home. When asked if Jay-Z was simply present at the party but had nothing to do with any sexual assault, Doe replied yeah, and did not deny that Busby pushed to involve the billionaire rapper. The new court document also claimed that investigator David Fortney manufactured a completely fake death threat to keep their client under control. Jay-Z's team alleges that Fortney told Jane Doe that Jay-Z was trying to kill her, using a fake threat to scare her into dropping the case. The filing argues this was done to cover up. All right, so if y'all can remember, Jay-Z team reached out to Jane Doe to sue Tony Busby, and she was all on board for it, and then she backed out of it. So what they saying is that this private investigator used a fake death threat that supposed to have been placed on her by somebody connected to Jay-Z to get her to drop the case. order not to pursue the case against Busby. The filing argues this was done to cover up a major legal mistake that Busby had reportedly been signing federal court documents in the Southern District of New York without a license to practice law in that jurisdiction, scrambling to dismiss the case the day after his application for admission was officially denied.
Now, Mr. Aries Spears, you really seem like you have a lot of good common sense and emotional intelligence. Why did the Wayne's brothers call you crazy?
Because I simply said, well, listen, I say what I
Yeah,
said.
for real.
I said in the conversation that I was having with Vlad, I've been to various comedy clubs where the staff have told me, yo, when Sean comes here, they're not allowed to talk to him. He wears shades. You can't make eye contact. And I said this, man. I was like, no comic, I don't care how great you are, should be arrogant. Dave Chappelle is the best comedian of our generation, and he's one of the most humble dudes in the world. So my actual quote was, for Sean to be that arrogant, bruh, your talent doesn't match your arrogance. If you're going to be that talented, you got to have Dave Chappelle-like talent, and your talent doesn't match your arrogance. Now, should I have said it? Maybe not. But I said it. It's out there, and he responded. Right. So that's when he called me the B word. And I'm just going to say this. If you've ever seen his stand-up is as lethal as a starter pistol. Come on, B.
I agree. But your stand-up ain't that strong to be going like, hold on, Reese. Because I'm a powerhouse too. Hold on, I'm a powerhouse too. But listen, for you to go and say, that you don't like to perform in Mississippi because they can't read.
So let's address it.
You going to New Orleans, but you say I don't like to perform in Mississippi, which are their neighbors.
First of all, that was not in complete context. People made it seem like I said I hate the South.
It's Mississippi, the South. They represent Georgia too. We all took it offensive.
Let me speak.
Go ahead.
I just performed in Alpharetta, Georgia for the second time at the club I can't say. Okay. But in Alpharetta, Georgia, that's the South. I just did a concert in Augusta, which I'd never been to, which prior to that, I was in Wilmington, which is East Coast. Augusta was better than Wilmington. I love all of Florida. I haven't been in New Orleans since before the Katrina, but I've been here before. Have no problem with this. I love Nashville. I was specifically talking about Memphis and Mississippi.
Okay, what happened
my mother's
there?
from in Jackson.
Okay.
The club was, and let's be honest, the club was real ghetto that I did. And when I say this, listen, the stereotype is that Southerners are slow. That's a stereotype. Mm-hmm. We know that there are entrepreneurs. We know there are doctors, lawyers, but there's no funny in that. So you go with the stereotype. Let me bring it back to the roast. The deist's job is to attack the obvious. So if you fat, you'll get fat jokes.
Right.
If you ugly, you'll get ugly jokes. If you black, you'll get black jokes. So again, I'm going off the stereotype. It was very tongue-in-cheek with me. I got love for the South. When I said I'm an East Coast dude, I'm an East Coast cat. I shower with Timbs. I make love in Timbs.
Oh. Now, Mr. Aries Spears, you really seem like...
I kind of agree with the other guy. Like you ain't that funny to be trying to isolate motherfucking states, my nigga. Now what the fuck happened with this show? 11-year-old boy recovering after being shot 7 times at a West Baltimore playground. There was a video of that somewhere. I think I've seen it. Here you go, right here.
Baltimore City detectives need your help identifying the individuals seen in this video in connection to a shooting which occurred on May 27, 2026 in the 1100 block of Pennsylvania Avenue. If you have any information regarding the identity of these individuals, please contact Western District Detectives at 410-396-2477 or Metro Crime Stoppers at 1-866-7.
Why the fuck niggas start operating like that? That is not how niggas used to operate. Hope we survive. I got shot 7 times. shooting at the playground. Niggas need to stop hanging at the playground. You know, you out here beef on niggas. But shooting at the playground is crazy. See, Pooh Shiesty father gets released from jail. So that's good for Pooh Shiesty. At least his father out. You know he right. At least he got somebody on the outside fighting for him. You know he goes in.
It's like you're so enchanted by racism that you have to find it in everything. You can't dress up like a monkey because a black person might think that I'm trying to dress up like them.
No, you're ignorant to history, and so you pass through nuances of shit, and that's like fucking gaslighting black people into thinking I could say chimping out whenever the fuck I want, even though this dude has been harassing black people and getting picked up by the FBI.
I don't have
for
anything
it.
to do with him.
The FBI think that chimping out is fucking racist harassment.
We don't know that. They haven't said that.
That's what they picked him up for.
No,
Targeted harassment.
They picked him up for shooting someone.
No, the FBI picked him up before he was arrested and said you're targeting black people by saying chipping out.
Yeah, all these niggas is just sitting around. Like, why you got the Hispanic guy speaking up for black people? Why you got?
Are you a part of an organization?
He was using that phrase to dehumanize black people, which I clearly was not.
I know, but it's hard to tell when you're a white dude that looks like Chud.
No, but it's not hard to tell.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Just because Bell is cool with it doesn't mean it's hard to tell.
Nobody's mistaking me for Chud the Builder. Nobody thinks that the way that I was using it is a racist thing, unless they're really, really trying to stretch it.
If I heard you saying chimping out and I don't know Adam 22, I'm like, whoa, that's fucking crazy.
That's crazy that you guys are so desperate to find something to be offended by that.
But you can't. But why don't we reclaim the N-word?
I can't even talk about a monkey. That's amazing.
Why don't we reclaim?
It's like you're so
Adam be acting like, yeah, he was disappointed and sporty because he be acting like he pro-black. Adam be acting like he fucking slow sometimes. Like, you know what it is. I don't know, man. Notice I ain't even talking about them boys lately. Adam and them. Because I don't even watch them. Like, only time I see him is, like, I just seen him just now. I try to stay the fuck away from them niggas. Adam is ignorant. Willfully ignorant, though. Because he don't have to be ignorant because he's around black people. At least 10 hours out the day. Or however long his show is. So, he wants to be ignorant. You know, that's the way he kind of excuses his fuckery behavior by just being ignorant by choice. Now, you're not going out. But, I gotta call my bad. My been calling me for hours. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you're new. I don't know when YouTube gonna let us out the fucking basement. If you notice, like, they back to trying to keep us under 20 people watching at the time. You know, if y'all notice, that's how they've been rocking lately. But it is what it is. Hit that like button, share it live, tell a friend to subscribe, and I'm out.